Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another match play watch along, and it's the weirdest hate watch you're ever going to come across because it's a team I hate from London in Chelsea, but a team up north I hate more because they're pushing us for the title, Man City. So we're hating Man City more today. Weirdly wanting Chelsea to win. It's weird, but as you can see, I'm joined by Catherine. We've just off air been watching the 3:00 games on a Sunday. This is weird. Again, that's weird. 3:00 on a Sunday.
Ooh, they were some great games.
There were some great games. There's a fun of a goal. I can't finish that because we're not impossible. We're nowhere near past Watershed. Liverpool thought they had it won, put it that way, and a certain player called Reed said, "Hold my beer, have this," and arguably goal of the season. And that's coming from a neutral goal of the season.
And we have another hat trick from Thiago for Brentford.
Yeah, they're 4-2. They won, didn't they? In the end.
Yep. I think they've now scored 2 goals in like the 85th minute to stoppage. I think they scored 2 of their goals around there. I don't know, but that was a great game. Newcastle got something out of the Palace game.
The Palace have been in trouble.
Sunderland got a point today off of Spuds. And Fulham got a point off of the reigning champions. All right, so the under-21s head coach, Callum McFarlane, is serving as the caretaker manager. So they have this marked. I'm going to try and get some volume going.
Sancho's been dropped? I've seen Jorgensen's on literally kitted out. I didn't pay attention to the lineups, so.
All right.
Oh, okay, City winning this then. Okay, anyway, moving on.
Switch audio. We're going to see how this works.
Team's on a ton on my end, by the way. Just talking about the scoreboard. Bear me a sec. But at least match should be interesting tonight. Actually, yeah, I watched it this morning. I was like, I know we've won. So I was like, okay, cool. But the other game just was like, didn't help me. Got fucking piss poor comment pundits, thinking they know it all. Come on, Chelsea, pull off a miracle, please. Oh, the fact they've gone fucking strong. Right, yeah, maybe good. Teams are now walking out mine. I don't know about your end, but they're just walking out the tunnel.
They were just doing coverage on Premier League Morning, which is going to cut over to the game, probably here in the next 2 minutes. Oh, they're showing the Fulham goal again.
It was. I got to admit, it caught me. I was resigned. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
I mean,
it's a full-time whistle. Look at the clock and it's only bang. I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, to be fair, there probably only needed to be like 5 minutes of stoppage, but they added 7. I think Gakpo scored in the 6th. I think.
It was so quick after one.
I have to go back and look at all of them, but whew. Chelsea, if you win today, you are 1 point behind Liverpool.
Motives. Please turn up. Oh dear. Just trying to badge I can use.
Verify you're human.
Not gonna work. No.
Ooh. All right. Predicted league table. West Ham and Burnley to finish level on points at 23. We are now looking at a 10-point difference between West Ham and Forest. Forest finishing with 33 points. Leeds have jumped up to 46 points, and Palace would finish in 16th with 44. Ooh. United would finish in 10th. They've got Chelsea. No, I'm not gonna go European teams. They do have Tottenham and United finishing 9th and 10th, both on 57 points. I love looking at this live predicted table. Specifically more for like the bottom half and seeing like where they project like United to win or United to finish, and Tottenham, just to see how bad that they're doing.
Yeah. Oh,
Hi, Gav.
Thought you'd turn up eventually. If you pull something off today, Gav, I'll send you the clips. We'll put a video together between us for you to put out tomorrow or overnight.
If you have some accounts from the Liverpool game, I would love to see the Liverpool fan head loss.
Yeah, you've got
after the winner.
Yeah.
To then getting a draw.
Yeah, you definitely got to do Liverpool one as well, just because of what happened at the end. You've seen he's in goal, by the way, Gav. Sanchez ain't in goal for you guys. I think we'll do a minute silence, I think. Or last minute's applause instead. They're not showing me what's this about, so I can't tell you until they show me.
I'm just sitting at commercial after commercial.
Yeah, the players around the centre circle. Obviously, it's a minute. As I say, it's a minute's applause, but then usually they show you on the screen what's it all about. They've not showed me yet, so I can't. I don't know if it's an ex-player looks it for Tony Book. Well, from my time, yeah. And then Win Davis pass as well.
Wait, what is it for?
It looks like 2 ex-City players that passed away over the winter break. Well, before my time, but out of respect, just because.
Oh, Sanchez was dropped.
What's that?
Sanchez was dropped.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not even on the bench. On Ricky Hatton. Basically fans that are no longer with us. That was the New Year and all that. We remember them into the New Year sort of thing.
They did something, I think, at the Sunderland game. No. What happened in the
Well,
it was 2-2. So there were 7 minutes of stoppage time. Liverpool were on the attack. Gakpo got the questionable winner, but it was given. And like 40 seconds later, Fulham scored from 30 yards out.
And the reason we say questionable, Gav, because when you watch it back, in terms of if you watch Match of the Day tonight, put it away. Watch Match of the Day tonight. They show you what we were showing in live time, the real life image. Vert's foot and knee look offside, like majorly offside.
His foot and knee were in the dark green patch of grass when the Fulham defender was in the light green patch.
Yeah, and then suddenly, when it came to the 3D version, the cartoon version, suddenly he was onside completely. I don't know. But actually, you being hopeful or you being genuine? What about Fulham? Yeah, we were just saying, yeah, literally.
I was trying to see what that was. Sorry.
So basically, yeah. For Gav, so basically, when Verts scored, is it Verts? No, it was Gakpo. Sorry, Gakpo or Verts. Who was it? Gakpo?
It was the Verts goal that was questionable. The Gakpo goal, that one was fine.
Yeah, it was Verts. Yeah, sorry, it was Verts. Make it 1-1. Then Gakpo scores in injury time. And literally, Gav, within a minute and a half, give or take, a few seconds either side, Reed picks up the ball about 25, 30 yards out and just levers it top bins. It's a clean hit. No goalkeeper saving it.
His last goal, Reed's last goal, was April of 23. So almost a 3-year drought.
Lord Chelsea are kicking off. This is what I don't get, though, by the way. I know it's different shades of blue, but when it's different shades of red or this, that, and the other with anyone else, or with Burgundy, Arsenal play West Ham, Burgundy versus red and white, we have to change kits. But these two, they can wear the home kits if they want to. We are underway. There's a high press. It's going to be interesting how this under 21s coach approaches this game today. They've got to be fucking smart, but Pep will have these up fired up as well because of just the fact that they're weak, they're vulnerable, they've got no manager, they're a joke.
100% think he meant to score that goal.
What Reed? You want about Reed? Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a clean hit. It's a pure. The way it travelled, it's intentional. There's no if, buts, or maybes. A ball does not fly that pure, like an arrow, into the goal if it's not intentional.
Now, if he mishit it and intending for it to be a cross, and he mishit it to be like that, then I mean, either way, Liverpool dropped points.
Yeah, either which way. The last joke's on them, basically. He did make out in the chat last night that he was going to the game. So if he doesn't pop in, we'll just assume he's gone to the game. He's not even in trouble. I don't know. He's the under 21. He's the youth coach. This is how badly organised the owners have been. They've binned off Enzo and all his staff, and just gone under 21 coach. Can you help us out, please? Needs to start. Okay, I kind of have to because you're employing me.
Do you think it was because he wasn't performing well, or just that I
think they're just falling out.
The rumors that the board were trying to dictate, which players needed to be starting and playing, and
yeah, it seems like basically they're trying to dictate who starts, when they come off, who comes on, and even at full time,
he wasn't getting results.
And even at full time, they'd be going in making team speeches, like doing his thing of team speeches and all that before, even at half time, apparently. And he wanted more control, being that even though it's obviously we just about in all that, winning the Conference League and the Golden Coin in the summer. He believed that Dean didn't have to have a bit more control, and they didn't see it that way. And obviously, he wanted certain things in his winter window, and they weren't willing to do that. They wanted to continue on their project of youth. And he's lost the plot, basically. Oh, off the line. How's that foul? Donnarumma goes, I won't see this again. Donnarumma's on the floor. I don't think it was a foul. I think he's just gone, oh, fuck, he touched me. Donnarumma is literally humping, with all due respect, João Pedro. João Pedro's giving it back, and he's fallen to and Donnarumma's gone, oh, fuck, he's fouled me, Beth. And the rest bought it. He nearly climbed on the guy. Donnarumma. It's not just the way. It's not even the fact he celebrated BX. It's the fact the second the ball went in the net, the shirt came off. He was giving it large in front of the away fans.
I would have laughed if he would have been offside, or if there was a foul and it had it got chalked off. He just celebrated like that and got a yellow card for absolutely no reason at all.
Oh, Reece, you're pain in the backside. Better touch it. Better touch, sorry. Donovan was trying to do his best Neuer impression there. Nosed it up.
It looked like it hit his glove, not his head. When Donnarumma was came out of the box?
That's what I want to see a replay just to make sure. Also, notice how with the first equaliser, the 1-1 equaliser for Liverpool, how quick the image dropped after they made a decision. We're normally they make us wait 5-10 minutes for the 3D image. And even Prudy mentioned it in the chat. Like, hang on, as he took a photo, zoomed in, they've added colour to the put on defender's boot. Hoping no one would notice.
All right, so I don't know how true it actually was, but like the BBC live commentary thing, someone put something out there that if it was a Champions League game, it would have been marked as offside. But in the Premier League, it's fine because in the Champions League they use a plus or minus 1 millimeter, 1 centimeter. I don't know what it was. And in the Prem they use a 5 marker instead of a 1 marker. Like for a level of confidence.
Oh my!
No, you have the technology. It needs to be more than 95% accurate. It should be at least 97.5.
At the very least.
Oh, they're saying that Robert Sanchez has a muscular injury. That's why he's not in the squad today.
Oh, because I thought it was just weird. Suddenly, first game since Enzo's walked is gone. He's been not even in the squad. That was just weird.
Caicedo, who's suspended, traveled.
Wow. Come on, guys, you can do it.
I mean, the Liverpool game seemed like it was going to be a low-scoring affair, so this one could be a little bit different.
Hey, as long as Chelsea can get something in this game, I don't care if it's high scoring, low scoring, no scoring. Whatever happens. We take it and fucking run. But we'll say this, I don't want to. In terms of our next game, our opponents are, again, they've shown it. They scored 2 goals today, whatever. They're definitely still poor.
Conceded 2.
But they're still poor. Overall, they're still poor. They are there for the taking if we turn up.
And with how we've been going, we've been showing up. It's home, right?
Yeah, the Emirates, yeah.
So we're not even traveling.
No.
So.
And dependent on the weather later on in the week here in the UK into the weekend, it seems like a FA Cup game might be up for a postponement, because obviously Pompey are meant to play today, but they've had snow overnight, and their game against Ipswich got postponed today, and we're due more snow basically over the week. So if it doesn't improve, especially up over down on the coast, that could be interesting. Put it that way. So we might even have a weekend off potentially, which could come back and bite us in the arse in terms of when they reschedule it. I doubt it will. I'd assume it'll go ahead. They've got underground heating. They just have to prepare for it a bit more in advance. Yeah, we do, especially after last season. How they, especially at home BX, how last season they got away with a point, Liverpool, from the Emirates game is beyond me, because they were poor in that game. It's just luck. What happened in that game? They got the point themselves. They should have lost.
We should have drawn against them at Anfield this season.
This season, yeah.
There goes Foden, right? I can barely read these numbers. I don't even know. What's your score prediction?
Go for this one.
Yeah. I'll go 1-1.
I'll go 2-2 then.
I think it'll either be 1-1 or maybe a 1-2 to Chelsea. I could see that happening too.
Like I say, as long as Chelsea do us a favour, I'll be happy. I'll be extremely happy because we need a bit more of a bit of breathing space just in case Spurs goes a bit. Just in case. Because if you can not mess about with fucking Haaland on your neck, that'd be fantastic.
I love that they just said it's fairly subdued in the Etihad. Which, to be fair, it is. Like,
There's a
the
lot of
crowd
empty
don't
seats.
really seem in it. I mean,
There's quite a few empty seats I'm seeing already.
no, now there's a free kick, so now it's
Hang
going
on.
to be more
Right.
lively.
I've just noticed who the referee is.
Who is the ref?
Michael Oliver. The guy that Man City paid not last
To
time, the
fly
summer
out to
before.
Saudi to go ref a game for
Yeah,
25
yeah. Never since then he's refereed a game, be it Man City, Chelsea, Man City, whoever, in a big game at the Etihad, at Wembley, at the Emirates, at Anfield. He's always called decisions in Man City's favour.
I mean, that kind of wasn't
turned a blind eye. And yet again, it gets the game with Man City involved when there's clear publicly on socials, on YouTube, in general.
Oh, then I very much hope that this becomes like a 1-2 Chelsea win.
But everyone has the same mindset from all fan bases of Michael Oliver when it comes to Man City. Yet Harold Webb keeps giving him Man City games in big ones as well, be it on the pitch or in the VAR room. Oh my god! Right, free kick. Let's see what they do with this. We've got Cherky and Foden standing over it.
Cherky to take, I think.
Yeah, Cherky lobs it in. Oh bloody hell! Enzo.
A little chippy chip, but it's cleared out for a corner quite easily, if I do say so. Martial.
Yeah. Well, you have to, because as you say, BX, Enzo and Reece have to, because Caicedo is not there, so they have to do the grunt work now.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.
We'll never be that desperate, Gav. Don't worry.
I went Dutch today.
I might put a hoodie on at half time or something. I've got blue hoodies and all that, but not Chelsea blue, just navy blue and things like that.
No, I was like, well, if I'm gonna do a neutral, do I go Dutch or do I go US? I'm like, I'll just go Dutch. No, can't do that.
Oh Lord, you're not taking the defeat. Where are you?
She's just on you for cheering
how
on
dare,
the Blues.
How dare I have relatives from Scotland that happen to be from Glasgow that support Rangers? They're no longer with us, obviously, but they supported Rangers. So I have an alignment to Rangers over Celtic. How dare I? Come on.
All right, BX. Who do you think is going to be who's going to get that first little bit of individual brilliance? I do think that Palmer is due for one.
All in, and it
But it
goes.
will actually go well today.
Because with Chelsea, outside of Cole Palmer, from an attacking point of view, is Estevao? I don't think Estevao started, did he? He's on the. He started, so, but there's Estevao as well, but he's a kid. And after that, you got Neto and Pedro. Yeah, BX is Palmer as well, but it's damning.
Well, Pedro Neto. I think Palmer is due for it. I think this could be the one game where he does actually start turning up just that little bit more. Why did you freeze? What the hell, dude?
Oh dear.
Oh, the Chelsea caretaker manager was at City for like a season or two.
Oh
They
god.
just said. They just said that he went from coaching some team that's in the 8th division to getting a job at Man City.
That's not dodgy, is it?
Still no shots in this game. Interesting.
No, 15. I've got to say, we're about to hit 16 minutes, and it's been very bitty in the midfield, like from both sides.
2 corners and no shots.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Is Welling passing? I want to pass it to Esteval, but okay. Back to Carl Palmer.
Go out wide. There you go.
What is he doing, Cole? Oh my days! What do we try and force it like that?
No, that's gonna be a foul. Yeah. I can't wait for Saturday. I'm so excited for Saturday. Arsenal winning our back.
WSL, yeah.
I'm really curious if we announce a signing tomorrow or Tuesday. Just window closes what, next week Sunday? Next week Monday?
What the women's WSL closes already? What is in window? I mean.
Yeah, like isn't the January window like only open? Is it open a month or 2 weeks?
I was assuming it's a month. I'll double check in a minute.
I mean, if it's a month, it's that's great. But I mean, as far as I know, I haven't seen that the only person that we're linked to is the center back fullback from Sweden, I think, or she's just Swedish. We've been linked to her since the summer window closed. So I would be curious to see if she gets announced.
Gav's asking who's on top. No one's really on top. As I say, it's very
statistically City.
But it doesn't look it though. That's the way. Statistically,
and it's purely on duels and passes because there have been no shots.
Both have been very scrappy in the midfield battle, which is weird.
Oh, the one winger that like Laura and I had chatted about before, like who we could see coming into Arsenal and playing well. Chewinga, one of the Chewinga sisters, she just signed a new contract at KC Current, so she
maybe there's some of them.
Yeah, she wouldn't be a financially wise signing. Also, the fact that she agreed to sign a new contract shows that she wants to stay there.
Mate, look where you're going. Oh, you bastards. You bastard. That was a massive chance. That was a huge chance for Chelsea. Good block though from Man City, given their due.
Phil Foden with the first shot of the game. That's a mess.
Can I ask why you're doing that, BX? Why are you comparing Haaland versus Jokeris service when Haaland's been here how many years?
I mean, so far in this game, It's pretty much been the same thing. The midfield and the wingers are not looking up to the striker that is making the runs. Like,
oh my God, he missed. Foden missed an absolute sitter.
All right, so 2 passes before Foden got the ball. Why Holland was making the run?
Yeah.
Why wasn't the ball passed to him? He was making the run.
Yeah.
Or the pass, but instead of passing to Foden, Holland was making the run.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at that later. I know you sent the stuff over. I'll have a look at it all later. I've been so busy this weekend. I will have a look into what you sent over and then crack on that side of things. It might have got, I don't know. That got in, I don't know. Let's have a look from this angle. Yeah, just Diaz. It's Guardiola put his body on the line. Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'll have a look later. YouTube Studio. I'll have a look at what on the phone or on the actual PC.
That'll tell you how boring this game is. 21 minutes in and only 1 shot.
And that was blocked as well.
2 shots then. Sorry, 2 shots. Foden.
Oh yeah, Foden's one.
Esteval followed by that was blocked, which it went maybe a foot if that. So would you really count that as a block? I mean, it was a shot, but Foden with the actual true could have been on target if he was better. Honestly, could have been a goal if it was better. I think he had the keeper beat. What is this? Sparkling fruit punch, passive live.
Always, thank you. I defend you bastards. We're about to say we're done and you're half-arsed in appearances. Sort yourselves out, Chelsea.
Out for a throw-in. Is your time the same as the clock there that you have going?
Basically, yeah. Give up about a second. Yeah, time on the thing's about a second ahead of my thing.
Okay. Then we're like almost right at the same
Pretty
spot.
much in sync, yeah.
Which is probably the closest we've been in a while. Free kick to Chelsea.
That's what I was trying to say earlier, BX, in the previous stream we did earlier. Just got, and then obviously I saw the passing comment from Russ as I was ending. The same time we didn't give Pepe. I was willing to give Pepe time. The club were the ones that turned on him, not me. Don't come at me, Russ. Even though you're not here in the chat, but now, but still,
No, see, I'm still a firm believer that if Havertz did not get injured in the first game, and Gyökeres was, eased into the Prem and into Arsenal, even by 3 or 4 games, I think things would have started to go a lot better. Because I do think that Arteta's whole goal was to either end up playing the 2 of them together, or do 60 to 70 minutes and then do a sub off. But I think it was, too much too soon due to injury. And now it's a headache for Arteta now. I mean,
Mm.
he's got 3 strikers that are all almost 100% fit. And it's going to be nothing on Victor, but he's probably going to end up getting dropped at some point. But it's going to be nothing on him. It's going to be a horrible problem to have, but a great one at the time. Is that a corner?
Yeah, he's giving it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the only player. I mean, I would even say. I mean, Haaland is the only one, but Haaland is just a beast. I'm trying to think like who. Marmoush settled in. It took him. I mean, he started to produce, in his first 2 or 3 games, and then he slowed down a little bit last season. It took Verts 19 games in the Prem, 18 to get his first goal, 17 to get his first assist or something like that. Ekitike has probably done better than most. Voltamata has done okay. Victor has done okay. I mean, if we're being brutally honest, but I do think that I'd have to go back and watch, but I think Victor ended up dragging 2 defenders with him on Declan Rice's first goal. Declan Rice would not have been as free as he was if the defenders weren't as concerned about Victor as they were about Declan Rice. So let's go ultra chaotic. Put Declan Rice up top. Put Mourinho in as his top.
Imagine. You're in the middle. You're in a box to box now. Off you go. Oh my god, this game's doing me already. So we're 26 or 26.5 minutes in, guys, and it's not settled really.
4 shots, none on target, 3 corners, and just the ball. I think is just staying in the middle third. Then there's that strike of, we're going to try and attack the goal, and they'll get into the final third. Either team, primarily City, getting into that final third. Chelsea will somehow block it or intercept it, something. They'll go on the counter and then get dispossessed 3 steps later.
Again,
Haaland with a header that is so far off target.
I thought he just headed it himself out, but apparently the referee goes, no, corner. I'll see a close up on that one. Once again, that's not. I want to see closer. Thank you. Right, this is the angle. Hopefully. Let's have a look.
I mean, if it gets any worse, I can go grab my Lego set and you can watch me build Lego.
I think that should be a goal kick. I'm not seeing any angle that suggests that Barcheville, fucking whatever he pronounced his fucking name, he headed it out. Schallenberg gets rid briefly.
Falls to the ground. See, there goes Coleman on the counter, and he gets dispossessed 2 steps later.
Gets a free kick though. Wins a free kick. Oh, it's not. Okay. Up north for me. Oh dear. Oh, Pedro, mate, come on. That was your own fault. You threw your teammate under the bus, you numpty.
calling that a high foot. He got the ball first, and Rodri fell to the ground. I mean, to be fair, it was
a foul, but it wasn't. Yeah,
studs to the top of his boot, but still.
It wasn't malicious enough. I think it's just a fucking João Pedro under-hit his pass and threw his teammate under the bus in terms of Reece James having to lunge the way he lunged. But I was going to say, I don't know if you saw this as well. After Man City drew to Sunderland, I went obviously have a fee and all that. Went over to watch the football Terence match reaction, and then I don't even know who he is. Hamza is a Man City fan. Comes on, gets asked a question, and starts talking about the weather. Like he genuinely said it was too cold. It was -4 degrees, he believes. It was too cold for Man City players to function and see off Sunderland.
Do you want to know what I saw beforehand? It was a tweet beforehand. They were like, "Oh, Holland's, like as the players are getting off the bus, Holland is all bundled up and looks very cold walking into the stadium."
He's from Norway. He's literally from Norway, one of the coldest places in Europe, one of the coldest countries in Europe. Don't believe me? Ask Sam. He's used to the cold. He's used to the icy conditions. For crying out loud, it's in his blood, quite literally. That's a poor header from Foden.
Header so far off target there.
Offside or not a poor header. Who was offside? Who are they saying is offside? I think that would have been close. Personally, in terms of Bernardo Silva being offside or not. Hamza the scam, something right. He tweets about Arsenal 24/7. By the way, it's so pathetic. It's like, I know you're rage baiting, but you're getting me sometimes. It really pisses me off. At the same time, because I know what you're doing, but I've got to call you out either which way. Yeah, apparently when Arsenal drew to Sunderland, we were bottle jobs. But when they draw to Sunderland 0-0 New Year's Day, because it's -4, it's okay. A bit like Ty saying, yeah.
Was the Arsenal game a night game?
Oh, when Ty said about the rain and all that.
Yeah, talking about it being too cold.
Oh yeah, when Ty said talking about the rain, this was like a few years back now. Yeah, it was a night game against Watford at home. I think we lost 2-1. We lost or 2-0. I remember that. We did lose either which way. Oh my God! Get rid of it. Well done.
Oh
no! Go!
Go on the counter. Go on.
That's the bad
stupid
Get some better starts, my friend.
Nice little bit there. Come on. How many languages? Oh, here we go. I was gonna say how many languages do we got here? All right. Aberdeen have sacked their manager.
They lost to Falkirk last night, yesterday. Sorry, they're up mid-table, way up compared to where they usually are this time of year in the last few years. Way off the European spots, Mark. Put it that way. And as I say, they lost to Falkirk, which is a rarity, I think.
Lego says, "Get excited about our new packaging. We're switching from plastic to paper-based packaging."
Oh, yeah, we're talking about
plastic. This is all in plastic.
Oops. No, I was about to say my brother back in the summer. It was early summer last year now.
Oh, I think this one's
he bought the Jurassic Park T-Rex skeleton model thing, as a Lego thing, and it all came in paper packaging. Yeah, he's like, "The fuck!" Individual pieces as well.
I've had a few Lego sets recently, and one of them came in paper. But I think this one is a little bit of an older model, more or less.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It was prior to the paper things. It was probably something like, "Hey, we are going to be doing this here soon, so get excited. We're going to be trying to reduce how much plastic we are dishing out."
When it says it all, when you've actually got to got the Lego out. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So of a place that I want to visit and I'm hoping to visit in the next 2 years. That's the ultimate goal. Can you guess where? It's a Lego architecture set of a place that I want to visit and I'm hoping to in the next 2 years.
No, in Europe, go on, where? London. Woohoo!
Also just tells you how absolutely boring this game is.
Yeah. I'm just thinking in my head, like, for the greater good, for the greater good. The more boring it is, it's for the greater good.
Yeah, I have my Emirates Stadium set almost completely done, but the roof is just absolutely killer because it's from, the off-brand Lego set, and the pieces are just that much smaller. And I'm stuck on the roof. The Foco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so literally it just said like it has half of the roof already built out, but it doesn't, and you have to like try and figure out what pieces go where. Yeah, I'm like, no, this is too much. Requires way too much focus to try and figure out what pieces go where. That's for the base.
Gaz asking, have you got any special themed Lego sets?
I've got some Ferrari ones. I've got the little mini $5 one. The kind of the mystery pack. I've got the Ferrari pit stop one and I think 1/18th size of the Ferrari, and then I've got one of the flower bouquets and a bookcase one.
Oh, okay.
This one I got for Christmas this year, so hence why it's starting to get built now.
Where do I get the Corinthians player figures from? No idea. Depends what figures you're after, Holland. Oh, what a save. Thank God for that.
Oh!
Wilkinson, what a save. I think the block was taking it in there. It looks like there's a block. Yeah, the block, yeah. The block of Shalaba's boot, studs, whatever, literally had it looping in for the goal. And thankfully, Jorgensen timed his dive well enough and got his hand to it, pushed out for a corner instead.
No.
Oh, this chair's doing my head in. Get rid of it. Well done.
Papa's asking for something. I'm not really sure what.
I think he's probably fuming because was it?
No, he's like, what do you mean?
No, because was it Nunes had the ball? And instead of taking it under control and turning around and going again, he booted it for throwing to Chelsea, didn't he? He's like, what the fuck is he doing? Fucking hell, ref. Come on, get up, move, you have to move, play to the whistle. One. Oh, I thought it was 1-0. It hit the post.
Oh!
It hit the post.
Off the post.
He beat
Off
the
post.
It's one of those sorts, guys. It hits the post. So when he hits the post, you think it's going to just round up, going in the net and just skim through around the net. Somehow it hits the post and comes flying back out. I can see it waking up now. This ain't good. And Chelsea are falling deeper and deeper.
It's got the whip on it and everything.
Got that. 6 minutes, you got Chelsea plus interim. 6 minutes plus interim. Just think of it like that.
Oh.
They're not tracking back. They're letting him run into space. Don't like this. Oh, that Guardiola's got off, holding his leg. Suddenly, 10 seconds later, the advance has been given, by the way. That's not dodgy. And then Sherky shanks it into the upper lower tier. Put the, you know what I mean. Those little big-headed figures. You're about, I don't know if I can think now. Similar to things like these are old school, so these ain't community things, but things like that gave BX. Things like that. If you have a look, double check what the company's called now. Make sure I send you the right area. I'll have a double check for you. Dear. Yeah, I'll have a look. In terms of what the company's called, I'll have a look. Oh, Palmer, mate, get your fucking ball under your feet. As I say, when I find them and all that, I'll link over to your Insta. Send them over to you. Sorry. Defend your bastards. Defend. 1-0.
Foden. Oh. Oh no.
Grinders.
Grinders. That was actually.
It was coming. In the last few minutes. It's just started dropping off.
One, it was coming, and two, that was actually a pretty great goal. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so now I've got that piece.
It's like literally for the last 10 minutes or so, Chelsea decided, no, we're not going to try anymore. We're just going to sit back and try and soak it up, and then see what happens. You go.
Oh, let me take this guy. There.
But every time Chelsea sort of get a touch on the ball to get away from Haaland or set piece, they never actually clear it. It's just like, it'll go to whoever basically and hope for the best. Yeah, Brazil is fucking awful. Keep it again near the post for Jorgensen. He should be doing better.
They just said that Chelsea can't continue to play like they have in the opening 40 minutes. One, like that wasn't obvious, and two, it's Chelsea. Like they can go from playing really well to really poor in the matter of 2 minutes.
Also, it was gone 1-0 down, and Chelsea had the ball, a bit of play there, and Enzo starts doing tricks and flicks. It's like, no, just fucking keep the ball, you idiot.
Don't do tricks and flips.
Gusto's lucky that's not going to be over there. I ain't got blue hoodie. I ain't got Chelsea. I've got navy blue and things like that, but I ain't got blue hoodies like your Chelsea colour wise.
Alright, that's gonna be Big Ben down there. So we'll start for a minute. Nope. Wrong color.
don't know. Let me look on the bench one sec.
There goes Holland.
Defend.
No,
Was it that hard? Mate, defend. Throw your body
honestly,
there.
if they got their heads up and actually paid attention to where Holland was making the runs, this could actually the City players. This could actually be a whole lot worse.
On the bench, they've got, in terms of defenders, they've got Tosin, Hato. And that's about it in terms of defenders wise, as far as I can read.
I don't think they're going to end up making a.
You've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench, for fuck's sake, put it that way. Both been the academy goalkeepers, but still.
Oh, I got that.
I mean, you've got Andre Santos, but he's more of a DM.
2 minutes of stoppage.
Yeah.
I thought he came out of this bag. There's City on the attack again, out for a corner.
Another corner, yeah.
This goes here. No. Oh, no.
I don't care what the owners think, but I'm sorry, I've got to say this. If they don't sack Enzo, they've got a chance today. They've screwed themselves. For what? For pride. Oh, he doesn't agree with us. How dare he? He wants more power. How dare he want players that we don't want?
I mean, if City score here, it's game over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a single chance. Ball
watching. It's literally ball watching at its finest. They don't want to be there. The Chelsea players do not want to be on that pitch.
No. 100% can blame the board.
The fact the initial ball from the corner forces out Pedro, he hits off him. He goes, and then just stands. He doesn't even try to run it down and block the tackle. Nothing. Shot side says it all. 1-0 half time. There you go. Whistle gone. It's a boring game. Don't get me wrong, guys, but that goal was coming, as we both said. 5 minutes prior, City just started plugging away, and Chelsea started falling deeper and deeper. It was a matter of time.
Yup. I was kind of expecting Holland to score the first goal, but we're drawing comparisons between Holland and Victor, then what Holland has been doing so far is dragging all the defenders to him.
Oh, it's such a leg, sorry.
And leaving just that much more open space to everyone else to be playing too. There we go.
Yeah.
These two. The new home to UFC. That's actually was an insane deal that they got to have happen.
What's that?
UHC going to Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Because as far as I am aware, it is UFC to Paramount Plus with no additional charge. It was on ESPN, but it was ESPN pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
But you could only purchase it through ESPN/Disney.
Yeah.
Let's see, so we're actually gonna. I think it's UHC or not UHC, UFC. For now, no additional and no pay-per-view. It was like it was an insane deal. Made so much money off of it.
Another says, Rodri is so good that you can tell how good in it upgrade he is over Nico. Probably the best team in Prem history. Even though that bar is up there, but he's not the bars on. But anyway. Yeah, he's always going to be an upgrade on Nico Gonzalez. Nico Gonzalez was meant to be the prodigy to him because Rodri's not getting any younger, and the
Isn't
ACL.
Gonzalez on the pitch too right now?
What's that?
Isn't Nico Gonzalez on the pitch?
No, I think it's Rodri starting. Nico on the bench instead for this game anyway.
Oh, register this guy. Three of those which are not in here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just seeing it. Liam, don't worry, I'm on it now. I'm on it.
All right, Gav. I'm hoping you're still in the chat.
Yep. Going by how he started, brace yourself.
Uh-oh.
That's all I'm saying on that matter. Whilst we wait.
That Liam's excited? Gav, do you think that Chelsea can get something out of the second half here? Or do you think that your interim manager is just going to continue to fold? Because honestly, dude,
Here we go. He's coming right from his mobile.
All I'm doing, I've come on here to speak to my good mate Gav. Gav, the Chelsea fan.
You got the floor.
Thank you. You are my pathetic excuse of the final challenge I've ever seen in my life. Absolute pathetic from top to. We've had two parts of patheticness in this season. We've got Liverpool, the most pathetic champions of all time, and now we've got Chelsea, the most pathetic title, so-called challengers. Dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear, mate. After the park you give us in November, I'm not even sure you're going to get Champions League football. What's going on? Like, you get rid of your manager and you're going to get Liam Rosenior in. I tell you what, mate, they're the gift that keep on giving at the moment.
Liam. By the way, Liam Rosenior, who has recently in the last 18 months been sacked by Hull City for not being good enough at Hull.
Oh, brilliant! Absolute brilliant. Prove me wrong this second half, Gav. Prove me wrong.
I can't wait for the semi-final, Gav. Oh, by the way, Gav, that bet you had of us, it's on. Because we're wearing an Arsenal shirt again.
Wearing an Arsenal shirt again, is he?
Oh no, basically, he said this start of the season. He's because he's been on it all season. Whoever wins the first Arsenal and Chelsea a trophy first this season has to do a forfeit.
That's a joke as well. The fucking manager choice for a laughing stock now. Hell yeah, you are.
Gabby. I want to see you in an Arsenal shirt again, mate.
I think if we bat them over 2 legs, I think you have to get the shirt out again. Don't you think, Liam?
It'd be rude not to, would it? Really?
Get your phone out, join the stream live, and that would be even better.
Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, come and own it.
Well, I have to jump on, mate. You know what I mean? Like,
and then we're talking.
say, mate. Well, I do know what to say. They're pathetic.
BX says, by the way, that he hears the morale is so low, the Club World Cup trophy has been mailed back to them.
Mate, they celebrated it like it was the best. Mickey Mouse Summer Tournament. Well, it was a glorified Mickey Mouse. But let's be honest, after playing.
Oh dear.
But yeah, I just thought I'd pop on just to put my 10 pence in.
Oh, there you go, Gav. I mean, Liam. Gav says you can buy me an Arsenal top for my birthday, Liam.
Mate, can I have a copy?
What was that?
Can you get up on the chat? Can I see a chat comment from Gav? With pleasure, mate. With pleasure.
And screenshotted.
Right.
Oh dear.
The day that Arsenal won a title or something. Your worst ever birthday present for Gav. Eh? I reckon Gav would have to disappear, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I think you won't hear from Gav for a while. But hey, good luck, he's here. Rangers fan, Rosie.
Here she is. Here she is. trying to reel me. I want no comment, mate. You know what my comments are. I've said it to you before. I said to you before the game. Tell you after. That was called an absolute disgrace. Like, where do they think getting rid of Martin end up? Yes, you're still going to finish third in a one-horse race.
Oh dear.
Daggers?
What's that?
Is that Rudy in the house?
Apparently going by last night. We think he's there at the game.
Oh, is he?
I think so because he was talking about it last night in the chat, saying he's going to Manchester with his best black suit and all that, ready for a funeral.
Oh, yeah, he weren't far wrong. He did say that, didn't he? He weren't far wrong. He weren't far wrong.
No, me and Catherine was just saying, it's like certain players just don't want to be there on that pitch. They don't want to be on that pitch at all.
This is a problem. We're back into the into, isn't they? Like, I actually think, right, like, because I how bad they were. They were horrid, mate. These not to be before. No one, no cohesion. They were absolutely. I think he's done a good job. I do think he's done a good job. Who was, you know, I can't remember. Who's he's mate? All right, he did that. Got him back. But it's still not good enough, Gav, is it? It's obviously something happened straight after that Arsenal game because obviously not long after it said that obviously something happened. It's been the worst couple of days in the club, and then pieces straight after that. So yeah, I think he's I think he's quite a good manager.
Well, it's also, was it on New Year's Eve when the initial news came out that it was like, this was up from Fabrizio and all that, they're saying, Enzo's been told he's got January to sort his form out or he's out. And it's quickly, within the space of, 20, 25 minutes.
His form hasn't even been that bad. I mean, Chelsea had a questionable December, but they're still in the top 10.
But it switched from that to, no, he's going, he's out, it's done. And like Liam was saying, it was mental, absolutely mental. Like you say, for their ambitions, for their targets, that he was beating them in terms of pushing for that top four. Because that's what they say. Their thing is getting in the top four, just getting the Champions League money.
But that weren't their aim a month and a half ago, was it?
Oh no, they ain't 1-1 win. Remember the 1-1 win against Arsenal.
Yeah, mate.
Titles.
Mate. I mean that their fan base, mate. We see it all, mate. They were giving it the they were proper giving it a lot. Look, they played well that day. They did play well, but they still didn't win the game. And they can go on about they were down to 10 men, but that's your own fault. You say they got themselves sent off for a stupid tackle. Do you know what I mean? Like that's your own. Do you know what I mean?
If we go back to that Chelsea Arsenal game, he should have been booked like 4 or 5 tackles prior to him actually getting the red card. But the ref was just like, we're gonna let them play on because it's a London derby, so we're just gonna let them play on instead of actually like getting a hold of that game. I'm honestly surprised that no team got a severe injury from a really bad tackle in the opening 40 minutes.
All facts, that. He was up, like, to be fair, that game, yeah, right? I don't think we was prepared for the intensity that they were playing. I don't think we was prepared for it, frankly, honest. Like, let's be honest, I think it was pretty shabby for us because they were down to 10 members for such a long time. But, do you know what I mean? I don't think it's going to be one of them that we. But I just think they need. Yeah, they've just got a good point against us, but they needed to remember it was at home still. Do you know what I mean? If they'd done that at the Emirates, then I'd have understood like the severity that they were giving charge about. But you were still at home. Do you know what I mean? Like you still got them. You know what I mean? Like sit there and go, yeah, we're gonna compete now. I'm gonna win the title and all this and all that. It's just ludicrous because there's nothing to say in what Chelsea have got at the moment in their squad that they're gonna win the title. Like you look at we got Pedro. Yeah, he's a good player. But he's not a player that's going to win a title. You know what I mean? Like, even the youngster, he's 18 years old. You're expecting too much out of him. Like, you know what I mean? Like Cole Palmer, he's been injured most of the season. He comes back. Players just don't rock up and start smashing in goal after goal again. Do you know what I mean? Like, your goalkeeper's not good enough at the end of the day. Like, you're never going to win a league with Sanchez in goal. You might win a cup. Do you know what I mean? Well, you won the World Cup. Do you know what I mean? As get reminded, so you might win a cup with it, but you're not going to win a title with it over 38 games. Like, and the defense is not good enough. I think that Chalobah's done all right, but let's be honest, he's not. Yet again, he's not the kind of
No.
You want to know what makes me laugh? What really makes me laugh is that like Chelsea fans are always like, oh, our keeper is garbage. But when you do like, oh, we're going to do like an Arsenal and Chelsea combined 11, they always stick with their own keeper. Even though you say, oh, our keeper is garbage. Oh,
X, Y, and Z, yeah.
Our defense is garbage. Like
that's a joke. That's a joke itself. Like, to be honest, the back four, when I look at their back four, our back four, the only one who's to get in there, and it's going to be an absolute. And to be fair, the only reason I will go Timber over James is Timber's reliable. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going to Timber's playing game in, game out. Where James is he's a terrific player. I think he's an absolute great player, but you can't keep him fit. So that's another problem you got, isn't it? Because actually, you're one of your best players. You can't play 2 games in a week, and you need that. You need him to be able to do that. So.
We've got a sub at half time. Esteval's been hooked off for Andre Santos for Chelsea.
Yes. It's a big game to put him in, isn't it? It's a big no, especially as they were so pressure. Like, yeah, I think like this is what we used to be like, didn't we? We had a manager like, do you know what I mean? It will at least get us in top 4, do you know what I mean? But this is what we used to be like, mate. That is exactly how we were back in days where we had a shit goalkeeper. We had a ropey defence, but we were really good like midfielders and attackers.
Yeah.
They're exactly like us.
Yeah.
and that was totally against everything that they preached, and obviously grained as such. You know, like they were the team that will go out and buy the best players in the world. Do you know what I mean? They'll buy the Balaks, they'll buy all the best players. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of them. Do you know what I mean? But they've gone totally like we was back in the I'd say 2008, 2010, 2012, that kind of era. And
Yeah.
It's never going to win you a title. Never, ever.
It was a cup squad basically at best, and even then we couldn't get through over the line for a good 10 years, 9 years actually, in the cup side of things. It took us 9 years to get over the line.
It was shattered. It was awful, wasn't it? Like, think about it. Just very nice.
Oh, Chelsea on the attack. Chelsea on it. Oh, you should have shot your bastard. Pedro.
What are you thinking, dude?
What was that?
To prove me wrong. Has Gav said anything?
Gav says, stop being nice to them. No one would get into the Arsenal team. Maybe Casado would.
That's what I'm saying. Casado will get in the team, but if he could stay fit each. The only person is Casado. Do you know what I mean? Cole Palmer's going to compete for a place in the team, of course. But that's it. That's it at the moment. That's pretty shit, isn't it? But that's the other question. What happens if, like, Chelsea needs to get top 5 this year, definitely. What happens if they don't get top 5 this year? Do players like Casado and Palmer start putting their eyes out into other teams? You know what I mean? These players, they're top end players, and they want to play in the Champions League, don't they? But they need firstly the right team behind them. But if they don't get the Champions League, mate, I think it'd be interesting.
No, they don't get, as you say, if they don't get Champions League, I think Palmer will then try and force a move for this summer. In that case, he'll try.
To where?
No idea. Probably abroad. Exactly. I don't know. But he'll try and force that because we've seen it with us. We've seen it with our players that talking about back in the day. If we were going through all this, the Krebs, the Sex, the Nasseries, and all that. They all, if you didn't reach the targets that they wanted, like win trophies or whatever. In our case, okay, I'm gonna go Man City games, mate. I'm gonna go Man City, or I'm gonna go back home, go Barcelona, things like that, because they don't want to get my mate Xabi Alonso. They're not hitting the demands that I want to be hitting myself. And Casado will start looking, but I think he'll wait out another year potentially. Shoot your bastards! Oh, you Neto, you're on absolute. See you next Tuesday.
Oh my God! Are you dumb?
Absolute. See you next Tuesday.
You're a striker, and you struck that like you're a defender.
Yeah.
Trying to make a clearance.
Right. Well, did he start now?
What's that?
Did Neto start?
Yeah.
Yeah, Neto started, yeah.
I think I'm behind you.
Are you watching on your phone, are you?
Oh, it's just on my iPad. I don't.
Right.
Oh, my God.
That should be 1-1, doesn't it? That should be 1-1.
Right. Not
Say again? No sound came through that time.
Is it not working?
It sort of cuts in and out every now and then, but no, he's gone.
I think he said he's gonna go out and try and come back in.
Yeah. No, agree. No, by the way, Gav, I agree with what your comment was. I saw that before. Oh, there's another sub coming for Man City.
Crybaby. I don't have a better name for him.
Number 5, the 45. Sorry, the defender that can't defend basically. What's Guardiola done to him? Or maybe if it's a must. That. I don't know. That's either muscle or he's overextended his knee, and that could then lead to a certain injury, shall we say.
One that Rodri was back from.
Yeah. The fact that he's needing help to get off the pitch. His leg isn't bending when he walks.
I wish this told me if I was like halfway through this or not. That would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think.
No,
I hope it isn't. Obviously, you don't wish an injury on anyone, especially that sort of ilk. But the way that slow mo looked, the knee just went out of its circuit. Right. That'd be like letting you off the park, letting you run around non-stop, and eventually let's give away.
Go on.
Seedling pops back in, one sec.
Then.
You want to come up? Oh, there's free kick. I'm assuming for City.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Right. How got it? Oh, Guardiola's got injured. He's gone off for Man City. He's either overextended his knee and his knee's popped out and could be popped back in at some point, or worse. The Cabana. Right, 3, 2.
Oh, where are you?
There you go. You actually jumped as well. Well done, thank you.
Yes, you. Where are you? There you are.
Okay.
Ah.
You can watch this with me, yeah?
Oh,
Calm.
all right.
What are you doing? Right, come on. Slowly off. Don't let yourself. Ow, my knee.
The ears are shouting for something.
Oh, let's go for a sec. There you go.
What happened?
He just dropped out of my screen for a second and then dropped back in backstage.
I must have lost my internet connection for a second. Oh, it's been 6. Wow.
João Pedro's doing the overdramatics. He got fouled, but he's doing
Oh my God. He's like a fish that was in the pond and came out of the water.
Yep. That's one. Yeah. That's most. Yeah.
That is the best way to describe it.
You mean Diaz is he taking the piss? Well, saying that, looking at the replay, he did raise his arm to block him out. Saying that. I still think he milked it a bit in terms of the flaying about like a fish. Sorry.
Oh yeah, he does. Oh, dude, how can you? Wow.
Has Chelsea got anyone on go? Has Chelsea got anyone decent on set pieces that can whip a ball in? Just asking.
Reece James, I think, is probably their best one.
Oh dear. And they went short with it. The fucking idiot. They could have whipped it in. They went short. Fucking idiots.
Oh, there goes Holland.
Yeah.
Out for a corner.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Obviously, yeah. And obviously, in the circumstances, we are the lesser of two evils in the sense of cheating bastards up north versus us, basically. Until further note, until we get answers, I'm calling them cheating bastards up north. Bring
Well,
on
you know, all they're going to get is a fine, which is just disheartening.
Don't do it again. Oh, bloody, what's he doing? What he's done to his knee? Enzo's got a massive gash on his knee. Just under his knee, sorry.
Oh, it looks like a grass burn. There it is.
Have a look. I got caught by Shadowbow. When Shadowbow went up for the jump and caught him, and Shadowbow's studs caught him. Yeah. But yeah. Fucking catch it, you bastard. Bring on Garnacho. Let's be honest, do you think Garnacho is going to do anything, even though he's ex-Man United, is he going to do anything in this game in a positive way for Chelsea?
No.
Let's be honest.
No. And ×2.
Yeah, but it was what's the name playing? Well, obviously the stud took up. Don't know how all these studs are or whatever. Did catch him. Wasn't on purpose. Obviously, it was his team. It wasn't on purpose. Just painful in terms of impact.
Enzo is tough.
Go that far. Okay.
There's my tweets. I would like to say I was not kidding at all when I said if this game got too boring, I would start building.
Tackle him! Tackle! Fucking hell!
Are you stupid? That's a good block shot, though.
You do not give Erling Haaland that much space to run into on the edge of your own box. You absolute
Hell no,
nonsense.
you don't.
Garnacho brings an unpredictable chaos I think they could use. Maybe. If he decides to use it in a positive way for Chelsea, then maybe. That'll be a sting in the bath, that. They'll have to rubbing salts and all that to counteract that, surely.
There's 1, 2.
But they need to. They're just showing the stat, BX. Obviously, it was 61%. 61%. There.
61% possession.
Yeah, possession. Sorry, repeat the fucking percent for some fucking reason. Possession of the ball in the second half itself since we restarted. They've had a couple of chances, but they're not taking them, and they're minders. Shut up! Get over your donkey. Block it. Get up, you bastard. The defending is literally like year 10, year 11 in the playground defending. Non-existent. You give it any player that space, they're gonna fucking punish you 9 times out of 10. You got lucky there, Chelsea. Fucking Shadowbow was like literally 5-10 yards away from Rangers the entire time, jockeying on the spot.
I mean, at this rate, I don't see Chelsea getting anything out of this game. They are just folding so much. Let's see.
That's it. Neto, you're a donkey. You're an absolute donkey. Get Neto off the pitch. Any normal player would bring that down with their foot, not head it up into the air into no man's land.
Maybe he just has the inability to get a good first touch.
Get away, Oliver, you dickhead. To this corner Chelsea.
Oh, they just spoke the magic words. The game is opening up a little bit.
Gav says, thank you, Catherine, for a bit of confidence.
I didn't think it was that much confidence, but okay. And garbage, and garbage.
Why the call for offside so late? Seriously. If I see the replay,
Oh, here comes Ian Delap, Liam Delap.
Yeah, Liam Delap, yeah. Is it get booked for the next 2 minutes?
And someone else.
Hato. So, yeah, Pedro's off for Liam Delap. And Hato, number 34, Gav. One of your academy defenders.
Pedro and Champagne.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Delap?
Delap will get booked. In the first 5 minutes, within 2-3 minutes of him being on the pitch, Delap will be booked. Guarantee it, or worse. That's what he does. He just comes on and gets fucking stupid cards, idiot. For a striker, that's stupid, obviously. What is Jorgensen doing?
5, 6,
Lads,
7,
calm yourselves. Get the foot on the ball. There's not fucking there, of course not. Just give it away near to the box, you dumpty.
Shot blocked. Cole Palmer, where is your moment of excellence? Your brilliance.
Palmer, he's so cold. He turns up in big games.
This is a fucking huge game for Chelsea. Oh, sorry. You said big games, so he'll turn up against Leeds and Sunderland and Burnley.
Oh my God! Can you wake up, you dozy donkeys? There's no fucking FIFA. He gets to spam it one side to the other. Chelsea. Don't get me started on that twat Delap. All he does get stupid bookings and red cards. Yeah, what is he? He's been there. He's not got one goal in any competition for you.
No, they just said that they goal in the Champions League against Barcelona.
Did he? I don't remember that.
Apparently, that's his only goal of the season. He's still in search of his first Premier League goal. Shock.
Oh, fucking donkey Neto. By the way, also donkey. They're out for not jumping for the ball. But that was your main, in terms of your first signing for the obviously of the original window in the summer, the first mini window.
To have him for the
you thought, you along with you decided at Chelsea to fight it out with Manchester United and a few other teams in the Premier League to get his signature, for fuck's sake. What was it, 40-odd mil, 45 mil you spent on him? Sorry, 30, no, it was 30. It was a buyout clause, wasn't there? 30. Either way, still, you've been nipped off. They saw you coming. The guy couldn't even turn up for Ipswich last season, and everyone thought, "Oh, 30 mil, what a bargain! Let's get him in, because he'll improve us. He's an upgrade on what we've got."
See, I would have tried instead, and not 30 mil. I would have said we're gonna try and do a loan deal first, see how that turns out. Loan with option to buy, not obligation.
Yeah. And have the price with the option, have the price set of 30 mil. So
either have it be set at 30 mil, less if so like I'm trying to count here 4 or 5. Hold on, 5. So in terms of like smart business, I would think that maybe loan with option to buy if option one stats get met. Here's the minimum. We'll pay you the 30 million. If underperforming, we'll do 5-10% less. Overperforms and here's your highest standard, then we'll give you 10 to 15% more at that point, which I mean 10% more would only be 33 million. So given standards 30 mil, below standards 27, 28. Above, have that above be set anything at or above these performance markers, then we'll pay 35, 38.
Yeah, I agree with that. Pass it to Gusto. Oh, okay, remember that. Neto, if you fuck this up, I'm gonna break your neck. Oh, I'll break your neck then. Okay.
Heavy touch and absolutely stupid.
Somehow held onto the ball somehow amongst all that chaos. Let's get him off. He's offering nothing to Chelsea. Get him off the pitch.
There it is. There we go.
Phone's over there on charge.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
What are you doing? What are you, Liam Delap? You are absolute. Seriously, why you spent 30 million on him? I don't know. He wouldn't even try and do that Ipswich, for fuck's sake. The smart thing was to pass it out wide and retrieve it again on a cross, for fuck's sake. Not trying, I'm going to ram my way through. I'd rather watch paint dry, to be honest, Gav, if you're asking me, but here we are.
Why do you think I started building my Lego set?
I've got
Jeremy Doku's getting ready to come on. There we go.
I've got puzzles I could do, but I've got I ain't got space on this desk. My desk next to her, as I say, I'll be off camera.
For what?
I've got puzzles I could do basically to pass the time, but my main desk I ain't got the space because of the size of the puzzles I've got, the size of them. And my other desk next to this desk is off camera. So fuck off, defend your fuckers. You got away with that one.
Oh, so close to getting to screwing that up.
There you go, guys. You're getting a watch along reactions / Lego tutorial.
Yep. That's what they are up here. 3, 4, 5.
That explains a lot, Gav. Too low, to be honest. Is he hooked off Ireland? Oh, no, I thought I saw number 9 for a second. I was like, what's he playing at? It's Reinders he took off for Doku. I don't get why he did the bloody irons. So Reinders, whilst coming from his celebration, went like that to the camera. That's the West Ham thing to do. Not that's not a normal thing. Yeah. Unless I'm missing something. I think it's happened in his life, and he's I'm free. Doku's first touch is to roll it out play for. Jesus Christ. How do some of these players have careers at these sort of clubs? Seriously.
I think I can hear more noise coming from Pep and the bench area than I can from the crowd, which is honestly a bit pathetic.
And the thing is, if by some miracle Chelsea pull something out of the bag, and as I say, by some fucking miracle, Pep will do the usual, the yearly thing of calling out the fan base. You're so quiet. You're pathetic. You don't want it enough, like we do. Okay, whatever. Go on, do that. Have a shot, you bastard. You had the shot. I'll give him the due. He had the shot.
That's much better by Chelsea.
No, it took him 70 fucking minutes. BX says, I'm rearranging my cozy pop culture Arsenal corner in my den. Oh, dear.
Donnarumma using his big frame to block.
No, nothing to do with the fact.
All right, so
Oh.
I think I saw in the chat yesterday, the commentators. The commentators on Sky yesterday during the Arsenal game were questionable.
Yeah, that's what I've heard since. Yeah.
And I saw, different commentators for the US streams, but holy shit, someone had posted it, and I was able to, listen in on that, and holy crap,
Ref, are you sure about that?
Insane on that, on how Sky was so biased.
Tom's favorite Tom knows all about the co-commentator as well, because he's usually in England. He usually does just EFL, like the Championship and League One games, only as co-com. It's very rare you hear or see him in the Premier League, and it was ridiculous. Anything. If we did, it could be the same exact thing. He'd criticise Arsenal apparently, from what I've heard, but praise Bournemouth in the same breath. It was like,
the way that he was talking about Bournemouth, it was like he grew up there, supported them, and was a firm believer in Arsenal being dark arts, essentially.
Basically, yeah.
This is more or less what it sounded like.
But when Bournemouth were doing it, it was okay. It was like, oh, that's brilliant from Bournemouth. Don't blame them whatsoever. It was like, okay. Enzo, what the fuck was you doing, you numpty? Oh my god, you had literally space to turn around as a pass it into midfield, and you just went, oh, send the byline. Hope something goes and gives me some space. But no, I'm going to run into trouble instead.
Oh my god, shut up. The Premier League has given us many exciting fixtures.
Oh, yeah. Get across. Thank God for that.
Exciting games across the festive period. I'm sorry, did you not watch any of the New Year's Day games? Because those were boring as fuck. Jeez.
Even the game that I had one fucking goal.
Honestly, this is actually a lot more exciting than any of the 4 games that happened on New Year's Day. And that is saying a lot.
Oh, dear.
Why aren't you?
Bring it down and just take the touch, you idiots. What? Whoa. Bit of a high boot. That's okay, is it, Oliver? Of course, it's... Yeah, well, I forgot it's Man City high boot, so it's all good. Get rid of the fucking ball and run with it, you idiots.
Locked and cleared out.
Offside flag then goes up 20 years later.
Come on. Okay, so how are we connecting these?
Just be smart with the ball, lads. Why are you playing with Phillips? Pissing free and giving the ball away.
They're talking about, City potentially, essentially playing against an underperforming Chelsea, and how that they would probably be expecting more out of this game. How many am I doing these?
Yeah, you would have thought they would have used this because of what's happened with Chelsea over the last few days. They would have used this to get their goal difference up as well. Absolutely send a message back to us, basically.
Yeah.
Why is Neto on the pitch still?
Some games are exciting. Go on. Go on.
Pathetic. He's pathetic.
He's getting completely bodied off the ball,
he's
dude.
an idiot. He's an idiot.
Oh, and then off the pitch, let me just whip you to the ground. That's gotta be a yellow.
No, yeah, he's getting yellow, and now it's all kicking off. He's pissed himself in front of him, getting shoved and pulled and all that. He's got himself booked a fucking numpty. Told you he'd get booked. Fucking told you.
I thought you said in the first 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god, Chelsea players, get the fuck away from them. Oh my god.
He took a bit longer, I'll grant him, but he still got booked.
The fact that the Chelsea players started going over to Crybaby about, there was no need to. You go over to your teammate who is trying to start fights, and you make sure that he's not going to be doing that anymore. God, that entire team just seems so stupid right now.
No, what I'm saying is, Gavin, in terms of what's happened in the last couple of days, in terms of Enzo being sacked, a friend of Pep and all that, the potential successor to Pep, and etc., and having to bring in your youth academy coach to manage this game, without all be low and this, that, and the other for this game. We've just gone 7 points clear 24 hours prior. You would have thought Pep, especially after getting that one goal for half time, you would have had him firing for the second half to come out and absolutely obliterate you guys. Like, get the second, get the third, send a message back to us, not just a narrow 1-0 win. And let's be honest, City have counter-attacked, but nothing's been tested of the goalkeeper in this second half from your point of view, in terms of your keeper's hasn't been tested yet. Whereas you've had opportunities from the get-go in the second half and wasted them when they have fallen into you. And your actual striker, gets himself stupidly booked for no reason. Just, well, fuck you, into the advertising board and thinking you get away with it. Oh, Diaz has been hooked off for the last few minutes, and Nathan Ake has been brought on.
Both center backs going off with injuries for City.
so sore. Oh, you come out. Well done. Oh, days. All right. What's I fucking doing now? That was it. Off. Right, that was it. What we're doing. So Tuesday, what we got? No games on Wednesday, no. Tuesday, just West Ham versus Forest. Wednesday, we've got Bournemouth.
All of the games except for the Arsenal-Liverpool game.
Brentford, this is on Wednesday. Brentford, Sunderland, Palace, Villa, Everton, Wolves, Fulham versus Chelsea, win for Fulham then. Sorry, Gav. Man City at home to Brighton on Wednesday. And then we got Liverpool on the Thursday. So what was, as it stands, is that what was a 7-point lead start the game's now down to 4. We could be down to a point lead before we play our game. Assuming Brighton bend over like they usually do against Man City. If Chelsea don't turn things around here. That's what we need. We're going into the FA Cup weekend. Is that a training session, Chelsea? Get forward. Fucking hell. And Carl Palmer's trying tricks and flicks on the halfway line and get it backfiring against Rodri. Then gives away a stupid free kick.
So then, where did I put it? Oh, here it is.
Why don't close Rodri now, mate? He's just standing there jogging on the spot 10 yards away from him.
Cannot use that. So there we go. And then these guys. Oh.
Come on, fucking hell. Probably get 5 minutes injury time, you say? So end of this game.
Oh, yeah. Got this backwards.
So about that will be another 9 minutes left to go if you include that.
There we go. There we go. Let's get you to be a little more around.
Okay, I'll check that out later. The X and the highlights.
I think did he have a brace and assist, or did he get a hat trick? I think Real Madrid ended up winning like 4-1 maybe. Oh, this is.
Oh my god!
Morocco advanced. They beat Tanzania by 1 goal.
Bloody hell!
Yeah.
Forward, Chelsea! Forward! Run, run, run! Bracey says. He believes it's a brace anyway. I ask again, why is Neto on the pitch still?
Oh, Real Madrid 5-1. Garcia had a hat trick. A hat trick, and he came off in the 88th minute. Rodrigo had 2 assists. Valverde had 2 assists. Asensio had a goal. And then Hernandez scored for Betis. Real Betis.
Tackle! And don't give it a...
No.
Well done. Can we get the ball forward though and actually try to attack instead of just preserving a 1-0 defeat? You numpties. Be brave, come on.
They just called the game on Tuesday a proper relegation battle game.
Forward, forward, forward. Not sideways, backwards, stupidness. Oh, you're a bunch of useless bastards.
Philip didn't make clean contact either.
This is Cole Palmer, the numpty.
Is this? Oh, that's not right. Is it?
Can't score against his beloved Man City, don't let him go.
Oh.
God forbid. Oh, how much longer you fucking make us watch this bullshit? Free kick to Chelsea somehow. Do not go short or play be clever.
You're gonna go short. You know it.
Just hump it into the fucking box, you idiots.
Six minutes.
It's a bit longer than what I thought. I said 5.
We're gonna see if I can finish this in the next 6 minutes.
Oh my. Humped it into the box, but it's a straight down to fucking goalkeeper's throat, basically. Oh, my days. Can we not give the ball away in the edge of your box, basically, guys? That'd be fantastic. Oh, is he taking a piss? He's actually taking a piss. He felt a touch of it flying to the floor. Thinking he'd get a free kick, the idiot. Fucking idiot. Days. Somehow, Reinders has been given player of the match. Well, just because he scored the winning goal as it stands.
I think it's just because of the goal. They're talking about how the points, sometimes it's the points that matter and not the performance.
Oh, where's
And
Arsenal?
it has to be one of those games. But if it was Arsenal playing, that was a shit performance and they need to do better.
Yep.
Even though they won, they wouldn't even they wouldn't make this comment at all. If it was the Arsenal game.
Get it in! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yes! Enzo Fernandez!
You bottle job northern bastards. Now, City got 3 minutes, or 2.5 minutes plus. I say 3.5 minutes. You got use your fucking heads. Use them fucking heads. Give them fucking nothing now.
It's a huge blow for them in the title race. Sorry. So some of the things that these commentators say make me laugh.
The second time this season, by the way, on a live watch along, I've celebrated the Chelsea goal. First time was Liverpool when they beat Liverpool 2-1. There's the bell. Oh, come on. That was good. Give Gusto his credit there. That was good. Good from him, basically. Fucking eventually you got there's like, no,
It
fucking
only
get
took
in
me
there.
a minute 13 to do this. Hold on. Let me get on
See,
my
if Neto scored these shots at the start of the second half, sorry, this would be 2-1 Chelsea. We'd have to be flying all over the gaff now. So this is the thing, you've got to be smart. You can't just go home. You've got, as you go over that, it's 6 minutes, you've got to probably go to 98th minute now. So street smart, for fuck's sake.
Oh, VAR check. What the hell?
Oh, of course, it's fucking is. For what? I want to say, from what I can see, they're on side. So, from what I can see, anyway, you probably get booked now for fucking going into the crowd, but you can't blame him in one sense. Pep screams into the abyss. Just go on, just kick off because we're going to be in 98, 99 minutes now. I think the goal stands. Yeah, goal stands. Cool. Let's go. So you've got to be, because it was meant to be 6 and how long we've took for the check and this, that, and the other since the goal. This could be a very long. We could be here for 98, around the 98th, 99th minute now. So it's down to your team that be fucking street smart, not give them a fucking sniff.
Keys.
Fuck off, Pep. Fuck off. Stop complaining.
Completed before the game finished. This was actually done before the goal was scored. So No, I need to figure out where to put it.
Don't have to stand in no man's land, so of course.
Oh, they just said in a good weekend for Arsenal. They just got measurably better.
Come on, Enzo, you bastard.
They couldn't, could they? That was a shit shot.
Win it. Be smart with it, I said. Be smart. Don't just fucking give it away. Don't do things like that, you numpty, because they're going to come back at you. The fact that what makes it even better, seats started emptying from the 80th minute for the home section in the low edge here. They started leaving. They thought they'd already won it.
Fans were leaving there. Oh yeah, they were like, fans feel pretty comfortable now that they've just started to leave.
There's more leaving as well. There's actually more leaving. That's great for the team. You really do deserve. Man City fans really do deserve winning league titles, don't they? They don't even stay to get their team through a bit of a muddle moment, basically. Defend for the love of God, defend.
Is that the full-time whistle?
That's it. Yeah, done. Full time. Chelsea have actually done something I didn't think they would do. They'd have got from out of nothing, by the way, with all due respect. Deserving it. Second half performance, deserve it. But from they got something. They got a point in the fiasco that is Chelsea Football Club at the moment. Everything that's going on off the pitch, from the boardroom down, Chelsea managed to get a point. So, yeah, we haven't got a 7-point gap, but it's 6 points. We've got a 6-point cushion now. Yes, Man City still play before. They got Brighton midweek on Wednesday night. No matter what happens, though, we've got a 3-point cushion before we play our game.
You got to love it. They are level on points with Villa, I think.
I think so, yeah.
All right, you've got Arsenal in first and 48, City and Villa with 42 points. Liverpool are 8 points behind Villa and City. Chelsea are 3 points behind Liverpool, level on points with United at 31. Brentford and Sunderland are at 30 points. Newcastle is at 29. Brighton, Fulham, Everton all at 28. Tottenham, Palace at 27, Bournemouth at 23, Leeds at 22, Forest 18, West Ham 14, Burnley 12, Wolves 6.
Hi, Spencer. How you doing? Yeah, what's good? 6 points clear. Yep. I wonder if Brighton could do us a favour and do a double over this lot. That'd be good. And if we win, our game potentially 7 to 9 points clear again.
Yeah.
Oh, this could...
Can't complain that the Cavs asking Leo, where are you?
They got the goal. I honestly thought when they got that goal, I'll get them now. One sec. Oh, one sec. Message me one sec. Oh, we're gonna get on, but probably. Tell Gav I'll take it all back. There you go. There's your response. Oh dear. But it's again, I was going to say, it's City's own doing, because as I was going to say, when City scored, anyone, even Gav in the chat, and any football fan, Chelsea fan, anyone with a brain would have thought, okay, floodgates could open here. This could get messy. Got to half. Chelsea survived. They got to half time, and I say survived. They kept it at 1-0. made the sub at halftime. Brought I think bringing Andre Santos on actually gave him a bit more stability in the middle, a bit more nous, a bit more bite. And it allowed certain players to push forward. Your Reece James, even though he's more defensive, but it allowed him to go a bit push forward a little bit more. Allowed Enzo to push forward. Allowed the strikers to get more of the ball, the wingers get more of the ball, and create more. And yeah, hooker by crook. We didn't look like it was coming in the end. They nicked a point. Smash and grab, and they could have won it. They could have won it if Neto was clinical today. That's my one critique of Chelsea. Neto. The bastard.
What the fuck are you doing, dude? Neto needs help. City look like they've just lost. LOL. Yeah, they have.
Yeah, because they know they've messed up there. That's the Chelsea, because again, what's been happening in the last few days. There was blood in the water, basically. They call themselves the Blue Sharks, some of their fan base, the Blue Sharks. There's blood in the water. Chelsea were vulnerable, and they didn't take advantage of it. Second half, they counter-attacked a few times, but they didn't. They never tested Jorgensen. So what does that tell you? And I'll say this. I mentioned it already. It serves the Man City, more so the Man City fans as well. On this point here, it serves them right. The ones that started walking out at 80th minute thinking they got the job done because it was happening, it serves them right that it's happened in the end. And then the fact that they continue to leave in their droves tells you, no, they don't deserve. They don't. I know they're bumping me when I'm saying it, but they don't deserve what they've got. They've had too much success. And they're just like, yeah, whatever sort of thing. So we're level on goal difference, 26 each, plus 26 each. It's just we got the 6 point cushion, which you take all day fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
We are our biggest competition, says Spencer. If that makes sense, yeah, we are. It'll be us if we don't win it. It's on us basically at this point. In terms of it'll be our nose ups that cost us, not the greatness of others. If that makes sense. Right, and that's twice we have done Arsenal a massive favour now. When's the first time? Remind me. Just remind me because I'm literally just focus on this. The Seal bites back. 1 goal lead is the worst in this sport. A bounce here, a slip, and the lead has gone. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It all fucking day long. We just got it now. No matter what happens on Wednesday between Man City and Brighton, no matter what happens in that game, Liverpool beat Liverpool. Again, Liverpool are there for the sake. We just got to turn up. If Arsenal turn up Thursday, touch wood, should not be a problem. And the guys, oh yeah. When you beat them 2-1, and sort of confirm their derailment of the season, basically. Spencer, if Arsenal do their job, live up to the potential, they will win this title. Yeah.
Oh, Rebecca Lowe just asked, were Man City complacent?
I think so. But not just for the goal itself, the equaliser, sorry. In general, in that second half.
Yeah.
Time to make some quesadillas, SBX.
For me, it's time to flip over to
Sorry.
NFL.
Oh, who's playing?
Everyone. It's the last game of regular season.
Oh, what, before the playoffs? Is any spots left, or is it all sealed now? Playoffs.
There's a few games that can determine seeding. I don't think there's really any that are like wild card potential. I think playoff teams are pretty much set.
Okay. So who's
playoff implications? I mean, you've got Titans and Jaguars, and the Jaguars are winning right now, 31-7. Indianapolis and Houston, that's 23-17. Buffalo. I think Buffalo Bills could potentially be making it into the wild card. They play they kick off in 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
There we go. There's Spencer's question. He doesn't think that Semenyo can make way into City and actually improve them. But is he really a world beater?
Not at this moment. What he's doing at Bournemouth, okay, cool. World beater, I agree. I don't think he's a world beater. Oh, saying that, I thought he wasn't coming on. Gav, you're getting your wish come true.
Yeah, mate, it was all reverse psychology. It was all reverse psychology, mate. That's why I did it, mate. It was all reverse psychology, mate. Thank you very much, Gav. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chelsea. I ain't gonna lie. I did a big old Brian Kidd knee celebration, mate. I was on my knees just going,
I better ask, how did he celebrate?
I was nearly in tears, I ain't gonna lie. Because, mate, like Chelsea, they were getting like second half, mate. You could just tell. You could tell there was something there, mate. There was something there in the second half. You could tell that Man City fans knew that there was something there. Like the amount of times they counteract Man City and they made the wrong decision. Neto was the worst. Neto was. I thought he was pretty shit, to be fair, but
Yeah.
There was just that feeling, mate, going later in that game. Yeah, right. Especially when the two centre backs went off, you just think there's going to be a chance at the end. There's going to be a chance, and yeah, wow, mate, wow, like that's a big drop. 2 points dropped, and like they've got Brighton next, Man City, and pending whether these two centre backs are fit or not, mate. Brighton are not, as we see at the Emirates, mate. They will go there and attack them as well. So that's going to be an interesting game Wednesday. If they don't win Wednesday, yeah, right. All I'm saying is, yeah, right. If we can get over 7 points, I feel comfortable. If we can get 7 points, you know what I mean? And the other big thing is now, it's not the goal difference back level. So the goal difference is level.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that, like, they still will go to Chelsea. They still will go to Chelsea away. They they played that game at home. They still go away to them. Like, if you think about it, there's only one. All the teams have only played one additional game apart from the 19. We played the team that are third, and they played Sunderland. So, like, they still got to play Aston Villa and Chelsea, mate, and they still got to play all the big teams. They've got to go to Man United after Brighton, mate. They got some big hard games coming up. They have.
In the last week, City have dropped 4 points.
Well, mate, I'll tell you what, Catherine. Maybe Man City should have brought that guy in from Bournemouth and played him in this game instead of worrying about what was going to happen at Bournemouth and playing him against Arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, like the game against Sunderland, the entire week leading up to it, I'm like, I think Sunderland will actually get something out of this game. They aren't performing like Sunderland this season are not performing like a team that just got promoted. They're playing like a team that has been in the Prem and knows exactly who they're facing for at least 2 years now, which is a shock to, I think, absolutely everyone. And I think City were going like, it's New Year's Day, you know, it's a late night game. And then you got people talking about, oh, it's so cold out. Like, Holland is so cold. He doesn't know what the cold is. The dude walks outside barefoot in the winter and, like, does ice plunges and stuff. Like, he's also from Norway, not exactly known for being sunshine and rainbows 365 days a year. So, and we had talked about, like, playing away to Sunderland is always going to be a tough game. Make it a night game seems to be going a whole lot worse. So how everyone was like, oh, yeah, you know, City are going to win that game easily. No, that's not a given. So, you know, I think Arsenal, we just need to keep our heads down game by game. We as the fans are like, oh, well, we've got Liverpool on Thursday. Okay, we aren't even halfway through the Villa game, but we've got Liverpool Thursday.
You just got to worry about one game at a time.
We just need to take it game by game. Like, focus on the next game, not the next game and the game that's happening right now. Not, oh, well, this game is there and this game is there. So,
This is the whole reason, right? When people are saying, "Oh, I want to risk Declan Rice yesterday," why would you not risk Declan Rice yesterday? Like, you're worrying about Liverpool at home, and we're playing a away game. We're playing a away game at Bournemouth, which actually we needed Declan Rice to win the game. Do you know what I mean? We got to stop this fucking mental thing. Like, we're worrying about the next game. Like, don't worry about the next game. Just worry about this game. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
actually, Declan Rice scored 2 goals, got a man of the match performance. Now he goes into that game
On a high.
even more confident. But there's people saying no. We need to have our big players out every single game now in the Premier League. We literally have to play our right from because obviously you've had this whole Christmas period and there's been a lot of games. So I get why he's rotated, but I think from Liverpool, there's no reason why our best team should be going out every week. Like, this is the bread and butter at the end of the day. We have got a fantastic chance of winning it. Do you know what I mean? I honestly believe, yeah, right? If Man City drop again over the next 2 games and we win our next 2 games, we're and still be like 4 or 5 ahead of them. I league at the moment, and I just think that I don't see Man City winning every game like he did 2 years ago. I don't see it whatsoever, and that's proven today. Yeah, right. And I don't no disrespect to Chelsea, even though I did disrespect them at half time, but Chelsea are not in form whatsoever. This is not one of the better teams in the league at this present moment of time. This is a team, yeah, right there. Their manager's just gone. They're failing to win games left and hide. I don't think they've actually really strung in a performance since the Arsenal game. This is not a game that I would have expected Man City to drop points in. This is one of the games that I would have expected them to pick up the 3 points. So for me, this is a massive bonus. Do you know what I mean? Like, I look at the old Manchester derby. They're the kind of games. Do you know what I mean? Like, United are going to be well up for it. They want to screw Man City over. Like, it's quite incredible, but most Man United fans strangely want Arsenal to win the league. I just look at the game. Look at these last 2 games, Sunderland and Chelsea, and I just think you're not going to win every single game. You're not going to demand City. Not going to do that this year. They're not going to do that. Then that's why we just need to make sure now that we put every single squad out to the strongest of its capabilities. There ain't no resting players no more. You just play your best 11 game in, game out, and count these games down, because we have still got a number of tricky away games over the next 2 months looking at it, but every away game is tricky. But it's not just tricky for us, it's tricky for them as well. And as you see today, if Haaland ain't scoring goals, yeah, right, they're not scoring more than 1 goal. And that is what we've been watching at Arsenal in the last few weeks. Like, sitting there, winning 1-0, just going through the motions a bit. 90th minute, it's. I've seen it the other side now, where actually that's how Arsenal kind of have played over the last month. But we just need. I honestly believe, yeah, right. We just need to release the handbrake a little bit more now. And like yesterday, when we scored a second, go and get the fucking third. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't think, yeah, right, and I've always said it, right, we are unbelievable, we are quality defensively, but I don't think we're as good as we think we are defensively, because that's proven over the last month, and the only way to combat that is by scoring goals. Do you know what I mean? Don't give the team an opportunity to get an equaliser at the last minute. Go and get the third. Do you know what I mean? Like, look at the Sunderland game, prime example. We was all over them, 1-0 down, 2-1 up, should have got the third, but we didn't. We sat back in our shell. Aston Villa got it back to 1-0, sat back in our shell. Wolverhampton, we got out of jail big time. Do you know what I mean? Even Crystal Palace in the League Cup. Like, we've got to let the shackles off. We've got to let the shackles off. And when we do go 1-0 up, we need to go and kill teams now. We need to just go and kill them. And that's the only way we're not going to win a title is by what's happened to Man City tonight. What's happened to us over the last month. That's the only reason that's going to stop us from winning the title, is by not going and kill off games. Like, I honestly believe if we played Chelsea with that team out today, I think we'd have beat them 2-3-0. Honestly, I do actually believe we'd have beat them 2-3-0, because Man City were not decisive in the final third whatsoever when they had opportunities. Neither were Chelsea, to be fair. But I just don't see this Man City team as being as formidable as it was 2-3 years ago. They haven't got Kevin De Bruyne. Cherky's a brilliant player, but he's not De Bruyne's level. De Bruyne was literally winning games for them by scoring goals, setting up goals. I remember him coming on at Newcastle at St James's Park. They were 2-1 down, I think, with 20 minutes to go. They won the game 3-2. who was it because of? Kevin De Bruyne. Do you know what I mean? They haven't got that. They haven't got that Kevin De Bruyne anymore. Then they haven't got a lot of the other players that went with it, like your Jack Grealishes, your Mahrez's. Do you know what I mean? They were all really good key players.
I think them getting rid of Julian Alvarez, one of the biggest mistakes that they made. But I think he also wanted to leave because City weren't valuing him in the way that he should have been. But guess who went after him? Berta.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just looked up Haaland. He's now gone 2 weeks without a goal or an assist. The last time that he scored was against West Ham on December 20th.
Oh, by the way, George, if you're watching, it worked. Well done. I just remembered just saying that. Yeah, George basically he said yesterday against Sunderland, he captained Haaland, and nothing happened, and obviously they dropped points. He's done it again for this week to test the theory out. It's worked, so keep it up. Keep making him captain.
But mate, it's definitely worked for me, mate. I'll take the drop points.
Yeah.
Here's your extra fun fact. Haaland did not score against Sunderland when City won 3-0, and he did not score against them in their 0-0 draw on New Year's Day.
No, he didn't.
I'd like to know the last time that he didn't score against a team.
I think
last season he had scored against one team that he hadn't scored against before. It's like he's now scored against every Premier League team.
Ipswich, I think it was, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so it's like he's not going to have that for another season. Like, not going to be able to continue claiming that. Like, it's not often that you see a player of his caliber or / just him not score against a team in either the home or away fixture.
I think they need to start looking at defence more than attack anyway at the moment. Probably in total, I'm sure. Like, if they lose any of these players for a period of time, like we all know how, like it's all right having the attackers, but if you ain't got look at them, like defensively, they were all over the place. Like in the second half, Chelsea was stretching them time after time. Do you know what I mean? Like it was very naive for Man City from the get go from the second half when Neto had that chance. Yeah. I just don't think Man City. We all know they're not that great defensively. Do you know what I mean? Like that. They're a team definitely that need to score 2-3 goals to put teams to bed, like we see with Leeds at their place. They were 2-0 up. It went to 2-2 just like that. So like their defence is not as good as they think it is. And I'll tell you what, if they not lost Haaland for any stretch of time, then I don't really know what they'll do. Obviously they've got Mamouche, but let's be honest, he ain't no Haaland.
I mean, if Haaland is not able to play next game, Wednesday, he's not able to play Wednesday. City don't necessarily have a striker, an out-and-out striker, because Marmoush is out on AFCON duty right now.
Yeah, he
can play tomorrow. Yeah. If Egypt get knocked out tomorrow, Marmoush will not be back into England and being able to actually play on Wednesday. There.
I'm with Bronco. I'm with Bronco about Gray. 100% I'm getting right. I'll say yes, mate.
Yeah. But also, I've got to say, because you mentioned Brighton before, people need to remember as well. Brighton have beaten Man City this season at the start of the season, wasn't it?
And they just got that Pascal Gross back, didn't they? Mate, that's a trick. Mate, that's a tricky game for That's a tricky game for Man City on Wednesday night. Like, I was talking to a mate when it was 1-0, and I went, actually, I didn't. This was about 5 minutes to the end, and I was like, I didn't really think that actually Chelsea were going to equalise at that point. But I said to him, I goes, like, I think Brighton would take the game to them a little bit. Like, they won't go and sit there and park the bus. And to be fair, no team. This is the difference between Arsenal and Man City. I don't see a team that parks the bus with Man City. And the whole reason I know that teams don't park the bus with Man City is the amount of one-on-one Haaland gets. Do you know what I mean? Teams are confident to kind of open up against Man City and think they can get them at the back. And I think Brighton are one of them teams, right? They've got the ingredients, especially in their attack, to cause them a bit of a nightmare on Wednesday night. And if Diaz or Guardiola is not fit for that game, they're gonna have a tough evening because Aki's nowhere near to the level whatsoever at the moment.
No.
City had both of their center backs go out injured today.
And
That's
that's
what
how football changes. Do you know what I mean? But this is the difference. This is the difference between us and any other club in the Premier League. That when we lose our centre backs, we've still got abundant. Like we've built it so strong. Like we've got about 7 or 8 centre backs if we include Ben White and Timber. Do you know what I mean? Like who can play centre back for us. So
and there
it's
isn't
not
that drop
ideal,
off.
but it's not a massive drop off, is
No,
it?
no, that's what I'm saying. There isn't. That's what I'm saying. There isn't that drop off. Whereas 3 years ago we had Rob Holding, with all due respect. That's
Yeah,
how.
exactly. And that's why I reckon, right, that this is why I think Arteta's so fixed on centre backs, and this is why it would not surprise me if he went and tried to do a deal for him. Is because he knows, yeah, right. Last year, Gabriel getting injured cost him the Champions League. 100% Gabriel getting injured cost him the Champions League, mate. I'm sure, I'm pretty sure that it'd have been a little bit of a different story against PSG if Gabriel was there. But it'll also go back to when Saliba got injured. Like, and you telling me, yeah, right, that he don't want that to happen again. And look, what he knows, once February's window shuts, there's no going back. And he won't want to leave no stone unturned. And he'll want every bit of resource that he can have to finish his season strongly. I wouldn't be surprised if he went in for someone like him. Like, like, let's be honest. Surely, for him, he'll go into a club that's competing on every front to a club that's pretty much struggling at the moment. Let's be honest. Like Glasner's going to leave in the summer.
Yeah, it looks
I
like
think
it.
that I think we'll see a bit of a decline in Crystal Palace over the next year. If I'm being totally honest, because
Yeah.
I think like actually they've lost too many key players, and like you can't tell me that Mark Guehi is still not thinking about leaving in the January window. Of course he is, mate. Of course he is. If the right club comes in for him, you can't tell me that he won't want to leave. He wanted to leave in September. He was gutted that the move didn't go through to Liverpool. He was absolutely pissed off it didn't go through. So there's no really loyalty for him to sit there and go, yeah, do you know what? I'll stay to the summer. Like if a club comes into you that's competing for the Premier League title and competing for the Champions League, what are you going to do? And like for Palace, they might get an additional 20, 30 million out of it. So if he goes at the end of the season, they get nothing.
Again, I know he's getting, and I know he's getting in the World Cups. Sorry, the England squad currently, but coming to, with all due respect, even though if he came to Arsenal now, as you say, who are competing for the title, competing for Champions League, competing for the honours and all that's not going to do his harm no good. That's not going to do him no problems come the World Cup in terms of a definite being picked, because he'll be playing alongside some of the best, against some of the best as well. So it's more Thomas Tuchel will be more inclined to play him as a starter, because he'll know he can go toe to toe and play alongside and against the best, not just play against the best with all due respect, mediocrity around him.
Yeah. Of course it would. Of course he's going to be
Do you
training with
think he
better
would
players.
leave the Prem? Do you think he would go international outside
I think what's the plan?
England?
Yeah, mate, I think his place is pretty much now down for the World Cup, if I'm being totally honest. Like, I can't see why we wouldn't take him, mate. The geezer's been, I think he's been superb for Palace. Look, he's dangerous from set pieces, which is a massive appeal for us. He's a top quality centre back. I don't see why he would not get an England team right this moment in time. I don't really buy this myth. He ain't going to go to Arsenal because he might not get in the World Cup team. I think he's concrete.
I think he pushes it forward even more. Even more reason to pick him.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what he does. This signing does, right? It nails Hincapié and Califorri as our left backs.
Yeah.
He can play either right centre back or left centre back. So actually, if either of them get injured, Saliba or Gabriel, he slots in with Saliba or with Gabriel. And look, when Mosquera comes back, he's another option for centre back. But Mosquera can support a right back as well. He can play right back. Biggest piece. It probably is the hardest deal for us to do at the moment, is to try and find someone to cover Declan Rice. Because let's be totally honest, yeah, right? Who wants to sit a bit behind Declan Rice? Because you're not getting in that team whatsoever. We've got the perfect guy, Lewis Skelly, to be his understudy. I think it's an absolute no-brainer of a deal. He's the captain of his club as well. This is what Ferguson was really good at, mate. Back in like what he used to do really well. He used to go and pick the best players from the Premier League. Look at there was a number of them: Rio Ferdinand, Valencia. Do you know what I mean? Like Wayne Rooney. He'd always go and buy all these players, that are really good in the Premier League. It's one thing I've liked about Arteta is that actually he's started picking players, really good, best players out of people's teams in the Premier League. Yeah, and it really does build a really good structure in your Premier League team, and you can see it here. I just think if there's one deal that I wanted this summer, I mean this transfer window in the winter one, it'd be him because it only costs you 20 to 30 million, so you're not spending loads and loads of money. You're getting a top player in, and it actually will kind of concrete an issue if Saliba or Gabriel did pick up any niggles or any injuries.
Yeah, Ashley Young, Michael Carrick as well, be expensive as well. But obviously, Spencer's at you. How you doing, Spencer?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Well, I'm a little sick, but I'm okay. I'll make it. I'm living. But yeah, I was thinking when Liam was talking about Crystal Palace, they're 14th in the league right now on 27 points. I mean, I think if you could get Gahey out, because Gahey's not resigning at Crystal Palace, period. It's not happening. So for them to protect their investment, they would probably want to sell at this point. I mean, they're not going to go down. I mean, that's not going to happen. I don't think West Ham, Burnley, or Wolves are getting out of this bottom three. Maybe Forest might get drug back in it, but you could convince them to come over too. And the game time argument. I mean, let's think about it. Like, we're first in Champions League, first in the league. FA Cup's got a reasonable, good first draw against Portsmouth. I mean, you could lose it, but you probably won't. And then you're in the semifinals of the League Cup, which I think he'd be cup tied for that anyway, so he couldn't play. But regardless, it's a sellable to Gahey to come in, even if he doesn't get regular game time. It's sellable because it's a chance to get silverware. He already got some last year. Why not get more? So as far as the England stuff goes, that's more you guys than me. But I think he's probably one of your best defenders anyway. So I would love to have him come to Arsenal. I think that would be that to me, if you're looking at what to bring in this window, it's got to be a defender. I think we're good attacking. I know some people that the Gyökeres discussion, is he good enough, this or that. And I've said this on Gary's show that everybody's trying to replicate Haaland. You're not going to replicate that with anybody in the world at all, period. And so does he leave more to be desired? Of course. But at the same time, I'm not completely displeased with Gyökeres, but I mean, we're good attacking. You've got Martinelli, you got Trossard, you've got Saka, you got Madueke, Jesus, Havertz coming back. Where's the one thing that's made us feel uncomfortable besides the Declan Rice argument, which again, I would love to see Skelly move up into that midfield position because he already kind of does it when he inverts. The defense is the worry. And like I said, he keeps buying fullbacks, and I remember people complaining like he bought another fullback. Well, there's a reason for the madness, and we've kind of survived this crazy period with Gabriel and Saliba. I mean, at the Chelsea game, and do you guys really think we drop points if both those players are playing? I don't.
No.
So I mean, with the whole fullback situation though, as well, is that all of the fullbacks that he's brought in can also play as a center back.
Yeah.
And you could say, oh, you brought in Lewis Skelly from the academy. You brought him in as a central midfielder, a CDM, and you created a left back out of him. But Timber, Calafiori, Mascara, Hincapié, they are all a fullback / center back. So
yeah. I mean, I think that's the biggest worry right now is absolutely 100% defense. And it's not because of a talent, but it's a depth thing. Because I'm looking at this team now, and I've talked to Gary about this, and what infuriates me most, and I think Liam said it earlier perfectly, we go get that one goal against Wolves, and then we just sit back. It's like, no, go get that second goal, because things are just uncontrollable in this game. If you're up 1-0. Or 2-1, 3-2, whatever. Somebody could slip. Anything could happen. A ball could hit off somebody in a corner, and we saw it in the Palace in the League Cup. So go get that second goal. And I think the other thing that we need to see, and I think this is eventually going to happen here. We've watched, I don't know how people care about XG or not, but people talk about the XG over the last 4 or 5 games, how we're not putting chances away, but now we are. Eventually, the ball is going to hit the back of the net. You know, Saka's goal contribution hasn't been as much this season as years past, but that can change. So when you look at, 2-game buffer over City, I'm not worried about Villa in this one, and it's not disrespect to them, and it's more of I don't know if they can maintain over the next 18 games with the Champions League, making sure that they can keep on going through. I just don't know if they can maintain it. So our real competition is Arsenal versus Arsenal going into these games. I mean, look at I think it was 22-23. I think we dropped 5 points to Southampton. That was bottom of the table. If we did, that's where we're losing these title races. It's not the games against City, Chelsea, Liverpool. It's the games against Crystal Palace, the Wolves, and that's where we have to handle the business this year. The 20 games in, we're getting to the fixture list. I agree with Liam on this too. We have time for rotation later in the year. You'll get breaks. We need you to win the game now, right? And yesterday was a prime example. You needed to get the 3 points. Declan Rice gave you 2 goals. You got a goal from your center back and 2 from your midfielder. That's the goals have to come from somebody. So for me, just win the game. Just win the game at this point.
Yeah, Man City's next 6 fixtures: Brighton, Man United, Wolves, Spurs, Liverpool, Fulham.
Them 3 away games are massive. They're absolutely massive. Them 3 away games.
Yeah.
I expect Spurs to be Spurs, if I'm being totally honest, only because any other season, let's be honest, every other season Spurs do Man City at Spurs, but you just know now that they're going to bend over for them, so that's going to be expected. But Manchester United and Liverpool, they're the 2 big games, aren't they? Like, even, do you know what? Like, even United, right? I think you know, one thing with United is that they got the potential to turn up in these big games like they did against Liverpool last season, wasn't it? And they got that. Yeah, they got. I think the season before as well. They got the 2 draws against them at home. So like it's a grudge game for them, man. Like everyone want to lose the game, so you got to hope they drop points there. But we don't need to worry about other teams anyway. We just got to go about our business and just win our games. Like we've got a really hard game next against Liverpool. At the end of the day, Liverpool are going to want to come and beat us. Like. You know that they want to come and beat us, and they're a good team still. Whatever we say about them, they've got good players, and we have to be at our best. You know what I mean? And like you said, mate, like if we get 1-0 up against them, don't sit there and think like we just need to go and do what we did to Aston Villa. Do you know what I mean? And that's what frustrates me at times, that we can do it, and we do it against the better teams. Like look at Atletico Madrid. We pinged them off for like 4 goals in the space of, like a ridiculous 20 minutes spell. Like we can do it, but just like this is it. Like you said, you can't judge the Premier League in terms of just being 1-0 up in a game. Like the ref can give a dodgy decision. You might get a red card or something stupid like we did against Brighton with Declan Rice. Like the only way to combat that is by scoring goals. If scoring goals, you don't need to rely on anyone. You just rely on yourself. And we've got enough players. And I don't even, this is a key thing for me. I don't even think any of our attacking players have played anywhere near their capability whatsoever. Saka, that includes Saka. He's got good assists, but Saka scored a lot more goals over the last 2 years than he's ever done than this season. Like, there's still a lot more to come from this attacking side of our game. We just need Gilchrist to get a big goal now. That's, in my eyes, that's what we need. He needs a big goal, and when I mean a big goal, I mean a clean strike, not a penalty, not a tap in. He needs a big moment that will just change his career. We've seen it with other players in the past. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It changes the way it did with Havertz. Do you know what I mean? I know he got the penalty, but then I remember him getting that big goal at Brentford. Do you remember that 90th minute winner at Brentford?
Yep.
And it totally transformed him. That's what Gilchrist needs now. He just needs that big moment.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. Like I'm thinking about yesterday too. I got to go back and rewatch it. We were traveling a little bit yesterday, but there was a moment, and I think the other thing I'm worried about with this team mentality wise is trying to find the perfect goal. If you go back to that extra time in the first half, we had a turnover we took the possession away off of them in their half and didn't even take a shot on target. It was like it was just passing around the outside. and we had the numbers, and Odegaard just kind of slowly killed it. Dude, just take a shot, man. It might bounce off someone's leg. You just never know. Like when you get opportunities, take them. And I think that's what I want to see from these guys is if we take 20 shots in a game, put I don't know 6 on target and tie somebody or lose, I can live with that. I hate that. I mean, I hate losing, but when it comes down to, at least I know you guys gave your effort. So that for me, just take these opportunities because you only get so many in a game. It's crazy when you watch a game in about the 90th minute, you're like, well, daggone, that miss in the 11th minute, that was really kind of it, like it's so that's going to be the other thing too. These guys, the confidence level. I know people want to blame Arteta for the style of play. I don't buy into that. For me, it's these guys confidence wise. Eventually, and the Villa game was 100% that, right? Villa had kind of been a boogeyman to us, and you went and you slapped them without Declan Rice too. That's the biggest win of this festive holiday fixtures is winning against Villa at home without Declan Rice. Because that was the one once he went down, we all worried about it, 100% worried about it. But you still got the win on that. This team's very capable. This is a special team. It's been building, and I know it's a slow build. I mean, I talk about this constantly. If you know the Cronkies and what they have with all their sports, I'm talking the Rams, Nuggets, Avs. It's all about building over a long time period. They stick with coaches for a long time. They get them where they were, and they go win. The Rams are I think, third in the NFC right now, best record, won the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. The Avs, we went to go watch them last night, have the best record in hockey for the first 40 games, won a championship in 22, and then the Nuggets won recently. So they're building, like they're very solid when it comes to their building of things. I know people don't like to hear that, but the fact that Arteta's had this time frame, I mean, he's got everything in front of him, but this is also ownership that's backed him and supported him through. Let's look. Chelsea just fired their manager, or they parted ways. Amarin right now is talking about wanting to be out at United, so that's another guy that's falling. So we see in this game how toxic and the relationships between manager results, and there is no credibility in football, right? You either win now or you're out the door. But our Arsenal, right or wrong, I think the fact that they've stuck with him, I think, is the right move long term. And I think even if he left tomorrow, this team is so solid that a manager could take over it and probably maintain where we are.
Yeah.
So that's to credit to the Cronkies, Arteta, Berta, even Edu gets, we could talk about Edu and some of the poor signings, but he still gets some credit for it because he's part of the process. But but anyway, that's my soapbox on that. But go ahead.
I'll tell you what's interesting when you say that. The stain was last transfer last summer, when it? Let's be honest, yeah, right. No one ever expected Raheem Sterling to be turning up in an Arsenal shirt. And look, things happen. We don't know what the ins and outs are, but a lot of the frustration, I totally get it, come from last year that we'd competed for 2 years and then our business weren't good enough. Do you know what I mean? Where this summer, Bert has come in and absolutely cooked. Do you know what I mean? He's got the right players in. I feel what they've done. They've been really clever about this. They've got players, right? They're level raisers to the players that they had on the bench, but they kind of know, right, that these players they're bringing in now are going to make Saka and Odegaard play much better. And look, Odegaard's now looking over his shoulder because he knows he's got Eze sitting on the bench, and we're seeing a totally different Odegaard now. Like I think especially against Aston Villa, I thought he was absolutely fantastic, and I ain't seen that kind of performance from him for a good year and a half. So I think it's been frustrating. It has been frustrating, but I feel that, like you said, the squad is where it needs to be now, and we don't need to go out and buy anyone anymore. We just need to go out and cherry pick now the right players for this squad. And look, it's quite easy, isn't it? Another centre back long term. Hopefully that will come. Left wing is obviously an ideal situation that will happen in the summer. I don't know. I don't know what happened with the forward situation. So obviously, I think Jesus might go in the summer, but you like to think that at some point we will buy another striker. But you look at squad now and you just think, it's pretty much the best squad that Arsenal Football Club has ever had. Like we're talking ever. Like Wenger didn't have this kind of super squad. Like he had a brilliant 13, 14 players, the Invincibles, but we're talking about 20 players here, 22 players. Do you know what I mean? Like even down to some goalkeeper, Kepa. Like,
Yeah.
like it's not a big drop, is it, when you see Rao come out and Kepa go in, because they're both international Spanish goalkeepers. Like,
Mm.
there's just no drop now in this squad, and I just think one or two more players. And I hate to say it, I totally agree with Tim Sherwood. Get over the line this year, and I actually think that we're good to dominate for the next 3, 4, 5 years.
Here's the other thing with that too, though, is you're also looking at, and maybe this is the inside talk in the building right now. You know, hey, look where we are in the FA Cup. You know, that competition starting. Got a favorable draw. Look where we are in the League Cup. Look where we are in Champions League. Look where we are, you know, in the league. Hey, let's go buy Gahey. Jesus is probably punching out, you know, because PSR is probably going to catch up eventually. Maybe there is a January discussion about going big in the transfer window, and that would be potentially going and getting a Gahey, because I don't know what money they have to spend. But my point being is, you have a chance to do something very special here. I'm not saying they're going to win 4 trophies, but you could. And that's what this squad is, deep enough to make a run in all 4 competitions. And we'll see what happens. Again, I'm not saying they're going to go win 4, but you have an opportunity here where if you say, hey, look, we can do something special, why not? Go do it. So, but I mean, that's why they play the games, man. That's why they play the games. I mean, it's Liverpool was the best looking team on paper in the beginning of the year. Now look where they are. People, you know, the City, where they are and where they've been. You know, so you got to play these games out. So it's easy to sit here and say that, you know, we're heading in the right direction, but football can be cruel, and it can be very cruel. So, but
We're in a good position.
Yeah.
We're in a bloody good position at the moment.
Yeah.
One game at a time, though.
Enjoy the process,
Yeah,
though. I hate to
it
see
is.
that turn. I mean, because Liam, you go to games. Ryan, you go to games. Me and Catherine can't, because we can't go travel, whatever.
That'll be easy.
But yeah, I mean, easier said than done. But enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, we're sitting here, we're talking about these trophies and stuff, but it's like, just enjoy it, man. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the wins. You know, if the trophies they matter, but what matters is having fun watching the game too. You know, we smashed Villa on Tuesday night. That was fun. Right?
Yeah, that was good.
Yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, that's fun. Like, that's why we watch this game. You always get 1 or 2, 3, 4 of those great home games where you just smash the crap out of a big rival. Like Chelsea, I think a couple of years ago, 4-0, I think it was 5-0, whatever it was. When you beat a rival like that, the City, the 5-1 win, that was fun. We didn't get anything out of it. It didn't give you a trophy, but enjoy that. So we'll see what happens. But I think so the fixture list it dies down a little bit closer to May, right? April and May. We won't have the same craziness outside of the Champions League. So that if we can make it through this, if we're sitting here, all right, okay, let's ask this question. Liam and Ryan, Catherine, what's your prediction of where this team is in the league come February? What do you see? What is your thoughts?
Like where we're sitting on the table, I think we would still be top, and I think we'd be top by like 8 to 10 points.
10 points. Okay.
I'll take 6 still. I'll take 6 still. I think. Don't get me wrong. If you take 10 points, I think I'm so happy. Like, in my mind, I've got 7. If we get 7 points ahead, in my mind, I just feel comfortable this year that Man City are going to win all their games. I don't think we're going to drop that many games. You know what I mean? Like, I think between 6 to 8 points. If it's over 8 points, then yeah, that'd be brilliant. Because as we said, like the next 3 away games, like Manchester United, Spurs, and Liverpool are absolutely tough. Like they've never won at Anfield incredibly as well. And obviously, salary back and all that. So, like, it'd be interesting to see how that one materialises when it comes out from back and all that. But I just think that, like the games that I'm looking at the moment, like, I think January is quite a tough month for us. Like, you're navigating the 2 League Cup semi-finals, Nottingham Forest away, 5:30 kickoff on a Saturday night. they're going to be up for it. It's going to be like, I know they're at the bottom of the table, but at the end of the day, it's a night game. We know what night games are like. It's going to be tricky, so we're going to need to go over there and navigate that. And then we've got
Yep.
Manchester United at home, which look, it's a rivalry game. I know we've got a good record against them at home, but you still go and beat them. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool at home next, and then Leeds away. And the one Leeds away, like this is a Leeds team. They've got another point today. Do you know what I mean? Against Manchester United. Like they haven't, I don't believe they've lost to any big team at home so far this season. That is a tricky game. I'm just glad that's 3:00 kickoff and not a 5:30 night game or
Under the
anything like
lights,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, we got a trick. We just got, like you say, Catherine, take one game at a time. Just hopefully keep the players fit. Do you know what I mean? Maybe make a little additional little additional player into the squad and see where we are at the end of January. It's just taking game by game. Like if you said to me 6 points ahead before the Sunderland game, I'd have bit your hand off for that. Do you know what I mean? Like 4-Man 6 Sunderland New Year's Day, I wouldn't have seen that because it was 2 points. So that
Yeah.
shows you how quickly it can turn. But it can actually turn back. Do you know what I mean? If it happens to us.
I think that's up this week, yeah. But, for me, obviously Liverpool on Thursday. If we were to win that, then it come full time at Leeds. Assuming we beat Liverpool, if come full time against Leeds at the end of the month, we are 8 points or more clear at the top. I think we will be top still. If we are 8 or more, I think it's ours. As we've been saying, it's ours to lose. Basically, we'd only mess it up if it's on us. Basically, I think the momentum was just kicking the confidence to just push on. Then, especially as we just said, we've got one game already down. We've got 8 games in all comps this month. Big games, must-win games. Most of them being in the league. If we can come out of that one way or the other and still be in the top spot with a 6 or more point gap, I mean that gives this side a massive confidence boost, belief going into February, early March before the international break.
I'll tell you what interests me, right, is that actually everyone's moaning now is that he's not playing no minutes. But when you think after Liverpool, I think he's going to play a lot of games on then. He's going to play at Portsmouth, potentially play at Chelsea, then you rest him again, then you got Inter Milan, then you got the other team that he'll potentially play in, and then you got Chelsea again in the League Cup at the start of February. So these players that are not actually playing, I think you're going to see are going to be playing quite a lot of minutes because there's no need to risk their depth of right Inter Milan anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like as long as we see the job through in the last game against whoever they are, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I just can't remember what their name is. But as long as we win that game, we should ideally finish top. Do you know what I mean? So these cup games are coming in perfectly to kind of rest a lot of our top lads, and I do expect the Chelsea League Cup game to be a bit of a rotation in terms of there will be players like Eze Madueke that will come in. Jesus probably as well. Do you know what I mean? And Martinelli, and then actually you can dip these players back out, but you've got with the Portsmouth game as well. You've actually got a nice week there where actually you can say to people like Saka, Gallcrest, look, just sit on the bench if I need you. I'll bring you on, but it's about not risking you.
Yeah.
So you're ready for that man then. So I know it looks like a massive fixture list, but I think he will utilise his massively in these cup games. I think he's put himself in such a great position with the Champions League that actually he doesn't need to risk it. And this is what frustrated me last year, that he played Gabriel in Girona. He did not need to play. He should have played Kivior in that game. Then what happens? Gabriel gets injured, and then he has to rely on Kivior. Do you know what I mean? So even down to the centre backs, he needs to be looking after them in the Champions League.
Yeah, especially considering there's no, I don't think there is. There's no like trophy given out for finishing top of the group leg, right?
No.
You get probably a more favorable draw. But if you're honest right now, and I think we've already kind of secured promotion to the next set of fixtures on that, you probably need 3 more points to get yourself in that top 8 guaranteed.
I
But
think we are top 8 guaranteed.
are we?
Us,
Well, then again,
Bayern, and Inter, but I think like we want to be 1 through 4
We are.
primarily.
Yeah.
And we want to stay in the top 4. I know that top 8 advance, but automatically. But no matter what, they changed the rules from last year. The higher seed or whoever finished higher in the league phase will always get home field advantage during the second leg. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Last year they had
Yeah,
it was just based off of the draw, and when Arsenal played PSG, even though Arsenal finished higher on the table in the league phase, we were still home first and away second. They've now changed that up, but that's where it's like, all right, you want that little bit of an edge, because if you have that second leg home, you are at an advantage, because if it goes to extra time, if it goes to penalties, you have your home crowd behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the difference
But
this year, isn't it? Like, that's the difference that you will get. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, and I think what I was trying to make with that point is like you said, not risking players in games that are completely, in my mind, unnecessary. But if
Yeah.
you can, if you can get it, like you said, that's different. If you can get that home field advantage, like that makes sense. But again, like I wonder if we're even talking about Gahey if Christian Mascara doesn't get hurt. Because Mascara looked pretty good every time he's come on.
I still would be talking about him only because I think.
All right.
The only reason I say this, yeah, right, is I think Ben might go in the summer. I really do. I think that actually he's 28, 29, and he'll want to play a lot more football. I think he's going to get, like, look, Tim has got that place now down. Mascara can comfortably play right back as well. So maybe the plan is that look, he likes his right back and left backs to be centre backs. So we might see Mascara come into a right back role as a deputy. And then I just think that this guy here, yeah, right, it's a rare deal, isn't it? It's like with Sol Campbell come available when we got him. It reminds me of that a little bit, apart from obviously we got him from Tottenham. But you look at this guy, yeah, right. Imagine we're going to block out games and you've got Saliba, Gabriel Gueye as your 3 centre backs. Do you know what I mean? That's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that was like, I know it was a different situation, but early 2000s when we had Adams, Keown, and Adams, Keown, and Sol Campbell for a season. I know Adams only played a selected amount of games, but do you know what I mean? For them, 3 top centre backs are going to play, going to drive each other to play even better. Do you know what I mean? And I just think it's a no-brainer. So for me, even if Mascara didn't get injured, if there's an opportunity to get this deal in, especially as he's a free transfer in the summer, I just think you've got to be in it to win it. Do you know what I mean? And look, he plays in London. Apparently, he wants to stay in London. He'll favour London. His mate Eze, he's at Arsenal, and a lot of British core players there as well. You see him talking to Madawaki, you see him talking to Saka and Lewis Skelly. That's not even without Declan Rice as well. Like, there's so many plus points for me to think that actually, if Arsenal went in for him, that would be quite an appealing project for him. And he's got to think to himself as well. Yeah, right. We're going into World Cup season, so coming out of World Cup season, yeah, right. Look, we all know that a lot of players are not going to get a lot of rest, so managers are going to have to rotate massively next season, because actually, like, look, if you've got Alfred, if you say he signed and we had Gueye, Gabriel, and Saliba, you would naturally expect all 3 of them to go quite late on into the World Cups, so they could be going well into July. And Arteta's got to rotate that. So for Gueye, he'll be sitting there thinking, well, do you know what? I'm going to get a lot of game time anyway.
Yep.
They're going to be in the Champions League, League Cup, FA Cup. The manager's going to be looking at rotation for next season because it's World Cup season. And it's an exciting project. And just say Arsenal are going to win the Premier League, they're Premier League champions. Why wouldn't he want to be part of that? Why wouldn't he want to test himself against the very best? Like, you either do that or you go and join a club that's not going to win something. Do you know what I mean? Just because you want to play football. But for me, his mentality reminds me of a winning mentality. Do you know what I mean? Like take for example, he didn't celebrate that goal, and I'm not sure if he didn't celebrate that goal because he moved to Arsenal. But in my mind, I'm thinking, well, he knows they won the game. He knows it's kind of penalties. Do you know what I mean? So I just think he's got a proper winning mentality, mate. And I think he would drive the team on, but I think that he would challenge himself and he would say to himself, do you know what, I can compete with these 2, and I'm going to give them. I'm not going to make it easy for them to think that it's just their show. I'm going to come in and show what I can do. I think he's got that mentality.
Yeah. I mean, I think he wanted to make the move anyway in the summer. But yeah, I mean, and look at the opportunities present themselves. Liverpool's having a bad season in theory. I mean, those are fourth in the league. I mean, to their standards, it's bad. But things have been, opportunities present themselves, and like you said, if he doesn't have to really leave London, why not? I mean, at least it's worth calling. Bare minimum, at least make a phone call
Yeah.
about it. And I would imagine, to me, we're more likely bringing in a defender than another attacker. I know everybody talks about left wing, but I don't see it happening. I just don't. I mean, everybody talks about Rodrigo, but if you bring a Rodrigo in, does he immediately fit in? I don't know. Like, are you going to get better quality out of Trossard and Martinelli, who've already been in this league, know your system, by bringing in another player and trying to make it work now? Whereas, like you said, you bring Gahey in, Gahey plays in the league already, boom. It's a plug and play at that point.
I mean, I feel like if anything, we would be bringing in 2 defenders, a CDM, and then a left winger. Is kind of where I see where we would be bolstering.
The priority list.
Yeah, that would be anyone that can play any part of the back line. 2.
No.
Having 2 of those. Having another CDM / Declan Rice come in there.
Yeah.
And then you would get your left winger.
Let me ask you a question. Are you guys worried about Eze, though? Are you worried about Eze?
Nah, and I'll tell you why. I watched back the Aston Villa game the other day, and when we scored, he was celebrating with the players. So I'm not worried about him from a personal perspective in terms of is he regretting it. I'm not regretting it. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. I think that he went from such a high as scoring an hat-trick against Tottenham, and then obviously, look, apparently Arteta had a very strong conversation with him after the Aston Villa game. And I think, obviously, with Odegaard coming back, obviously, he wants him to get as many minutes as he can on the guard. So I think it's been quite hard. I think, ideally, he'd have brought him on yesterday if it remained 3-1. But when we conceded, Mikel Merino was the right substitution. I'm not worried about Eze because, and I'll tell you another reason why I'm not worried about Eze. Like, I've got a lot of Palace mates, and Eze's very renowned for floating in and out of seasons in terms of like weather and all that kind of stuff. And I think Arteta's now obviously saying to him, look, we're not going to tolerate you having poor performances. Like at Palace, you'd have got away with it because actually you was their main man. Like you're part of the squad here. And I think he will come back and he will have some big moments. He will have some proper maverick moments because he's already done that against Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? And I think he's got some big goals ahead of him coming in the latter part of the season. And I think he will come back strongly. He will come back good. I'm not worried because I just think that I think he can come in and he had to play every minute basically because there was no Odegaard weren't fit. I just think now that I think he needed to come out the team a little bit, maybe just have a bit of not just recuperate. Do you know what? Sometimes it's not a bad thing because actually we're keeping him fresh. Arteta's keeping him fresh. Do you know what I mean? So there's no worry about him getting injured because obviously he hasn't come on and played anything. But he definitely needs to come back playing now. And I think Arteta's looking at this period of games, these cup games, and thinking I'm going to play Eze in all them games. And obviously Odegaard because he's playing the Premier League, and obviously the cup games will start picking up more and more. And I think Eze will be a massive piece of that. I think Eze as well is a massive cup player. Like, look at Palace last year. He basically drove them to win that FA Cup. He scored in the quarterfinals, that unbelievable goal against Fulham. He done the same against the semi-finals against Aston Villa, and then obviously got the winner against Manchester City in the final. I think he's very much a cup player, and when in these cup games, I think he'll become really good in like going into the latter part of the season. I think in the Champions League as well, he'll be vital. And I think if you get into the last 20, 30 minutes of games. And I think Martinelli's another one. He's a cup player. Like, I don't want to see Martinelli personally in the Premier League team starting whatsoever. It's harsh, but I just don't think.
Yeah.
He's a totally different animal. If you get him in a cup game, he's a totally different animal because actually, because teams can't sit there.
Yeah, we don't get that same level of what's the word I'm looking for? Sit back in the Champions League. Yeah. And Martinelli
don't sit
fits a
back,
more
do they?
wide open game.
Think-
But,
Yeah.
yeah, so I was just worried because he hasn't played. So that was what I was worried about. He hasn't been a substitute. I didn't know if Arteta was on favoring him at this point. I don't think it's something to be too worried about. It's on my radar, but me and Gary, I'm sure we'll talk about it tomorrow night.
He's
Also,
done,
whilst we've been
he's done it
chatting,
with
we've
quite a
been
lot of players in the past.
Yeah.
I'd say there's been breaking news. Chelsea have now confirmed they're going to interview Liam Rosenior tomorrow for the job. Interview saying,
Wow.
"Do you want the job? Yes. Okay. Be a yes man? Yes. The job's yours." Good
Quite
luck, guys. If you
interesting
still
that
sorry, go on.
I was going to say it's quite interesting that they're announcing that he's going to get an interview for the job. That don't usually. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
No.
I think you don't usually get breaking news like, "Oh, someone's going to get an interview for a job." It's pretty much saying that he's going to get the job, basically.
Yeah. Look, if he
That's
wants
The,
it,
the
he's
guy
got
that
it.
played today or managed today, the interim,
Yeah, the
or
youth
or the
youth
Strauss
coach.
person.
The youth coach. Yeah.
I bet that conversation would not even be had if Chelsea lost. But because he got something against Pep, yeah, we'll offer you something. We'll give you the courtesy to sit down with you.
How many coaches are Chelsea paying right now? I mean,
as many players.
Yeah, I mean, so like I'm wondering also from their perspective, and I'll make a devil's advocate argument here for Chelsea, but okay, this guy got something out of us. He's already here. We're gonna have to probably give him a pay raise. He's coaching the first team, right? Let him coach for 6 months, and they go try to find a manager in the summer if it doesn't go the way they want it to. So that's just my guess. But again, like some of these clubs are just ran so poorly, and I don't, and maybe me by nature. I always see things as projects. Just with any team I root for, like I see a 2 to 3 year project and understand we have to do X, Y, and Z to get to the pinnacle where we need to be. So maybe I'm just kind of wired that way. I don't understand the whole. Okay, we lost 3 games. Let's go fire the manager. Like I've never understood that. That's the American in me, I guess. But yeah, so it's interesting to see how that turns out. But I mean, United look like we're getting rid of their manager soon. I mean,
We say that every week.
I mean, with Amarin, like we were all like, "Oh, he's going to be one of the first ones to leave this season." But then, Sir Jim came out and was like, "Yeah, we aren't going to be firing him because we know that in order for United to actually work, we are going through a rebuild. There needs to be a consistency somewhere, and it needs to be from the manager side of things. We can't just start firing managers left, right, and center because they have a series of bad results. Well, if you're going through a rebuild phase, you're probably going to have a string of really bad results."
Mm.
And I think you see that in every sport. That's not that's not one sport specific. Like,
No.
I mean, I had to suffer through the Detroit Tigers baseball team go through a super long rebuild phase.
Orioles, man, I've been doing it my whole
Finally
life.
starting to turn back around, and it was like the last time that they were decently good, other than the last 2 years, was like 10 or 12 years ago. So that was 10 or 12 years of absolute garbage because they kept on saying, "Oh, we're going through a rebuild. Oh, we're going through a restructure. Oh, we're going through improvements." Every team goes through it. It's just a matter of which ones are you actually going to back and try and get them the best results the quickest.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. So I was at the Avs hockey game last night in Charlotte, in Raleigh. They were playing the Hurricanes, and the Avs, Nuggets, and the Broncos were all really good right now. In the straight conversation 2 dudes were having in the bathroom washing their hands, to clarify, he was like, he goes, the Rockies haven't lost a game this year, because they're constantly rebuilding. But I'm an Orioles fan, so I get it. But I appreciate you letting me come on, Ryan. Like I said, I just kind of typed in the thing and was like, want to talk for a little bit.
Yeah.
I I'm happy where we are right now. I'm enjoying this. I think that's there's more to follow on this. I want to see this team succeed, man. I want what's best for Arsenal. Arteta in, Arteta out. Don't care about that. That's annoying to me, actually. I just want this team to succeed. That's all I want. So, and whatever that means in the long term.
Yep.
And on that note, we're going to get ourselves out of here now. Over 3 hours and 16 minutes we've been going. The hate watch worked eventually, kind of, maybe. But we got there.
Just a bit of reverse psychology, Gav.
I think Gav went to sleep.
But we're back. Obviously, Liam's back tomorrow with the North Bank Summit show with Andy and Brooksy. Obviously, going back over yesterday's game, looking on to Thursday as well. So get their thoughts on that. Tuesday, nothing planned. Wednesday, we're doing a kind of Jonesy, aren't we now? That's Wednesday night.
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Then obviously Thursday, you got Arsenal, Liverpool to watch along, and then we go from and then we go from there for the weekend onwards because obviously a weekend is FA Cup weekend.
And the women are back.
And the women are back as well on Saturday as well. WSL action underway as well on lunchtime Saturday as well.
I think it's Subway. Is it? Oh no, Subway.
12:30. Yeah, 12:30 my time. But yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the like button, share the content. If you've got any hype stuff this week, when you get the chance to, when YouTube allows you to, if you can hype it as well, that'd be fantastic. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, 8:30 as always for about an hour or so. Until then, guys, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. Yes.